Hello, everyone. What's up? Hello. How's everyone doing? Erdic, I'd gotten a lot of comments about that. I've actually had a few levels that were suggested to me. One is Woody's warehouse workshop, Woody's workshop, which was allegedly a canceled TS2 game that was still unlockable and playable. It turned out to all be false. Um, but yeah, there was that. There was the level at the beginning of the movie of Toy Story 2 that was suggested a lot. And I get those. I wanted to do something that required full creativity from everyone in the community. So something that hasn't been done at all. So that's what I'm looking for. So I didn't want to I love Toy Story 3. I actually think it's better than Toy Story 2. That's a little bit of a hot take, but depending on who you ask. But I like the level in that game. I don't really think I want to add or change it personally. But regardless, even if I did want to, yeah, I'm looking for fully custom level ideas. So, yeah. Anyways, how's everyone doing? I am live, right? Yeah. I was not muted. All right. Anyways, how's everyone doing? So we are looking to create um, a fully custom level developed by ideas from the community. Now I have the final say, of course, because I'm the developer. But I literally just started like about a minute ago. So yeah. Anyways, take ideas from the community. Let y'all kind of work through. We're gonna live stream the entire process from pre-production to blockouts, or creating level layouts and then blockouts. Um, Finding action, what are they called? Action blocks, and getting everything kind of put together. I think it'd be really fun. So, uh, yeah, some Woody centric levels would be cool. Yeah, the only one in the game that's like that is Al's penthouse, and um, it's a good level, but that's the only one. Now, I will say I can't add a level that uses Woody in the game just because of how much extra work that would take, because then I'd have to redo the character completely and a bunch of like actual code and stuff. But I can do stuff that takes place in some kind of environment that features Woody. So, um, yeah. Spunky, it's going great. Today is great. I'm a little sick, so my voice is a little deeper than normal, but um, yeah, I'm doing good. I don't feel ill at all. It's just I have my throat's a little lower register than normal. So yeah, make it where Andy and his mom wander around the house. I get that suggestion a lot. That was in the either the PSP or the PS2 version of Toy Story 3, where you had to avoid Andy's mom. Um, yeah, that is a suggestion. Actually, I've gotten a few times. I'm not sure I want to do a stealth solely because I don't think I can do it justice. I don't like stealth games. I'm not very good at them. And so I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to actually do it well. I've done like stealth mechanics and stuff before, and it's not that complicated, but to make it fun is a whole different story. So I'll still write it on the list. Um, in fact, I made a little like for university, me and a bunch of college classmates made a game where you are a ghost and you possess objects and you have to like stack them up in some kind of like formation to just be a menace. And that had stealth mechanics in it, and like weird controls. You just randomly found the string right when it started. That's so cool. Yeah, we've been working on remaking Toy Story 2 and Unreal Engine 5 for about 10 months now, although it's only been known to the public for 8. um, Thank you so much, Brains. That's very polite. So what's the first step in this fun adventure? I'll actually show you this real quick. Make sure it shows the right game. Yeah, so here's the actual game. We have like a lot of level, like with new art. Not everything, like obviously the chair is still is still wrong. But for anyone who hasn't seen this by chance, yeah, we've completely like remade Andy's room. It's a little laggy on stream, so sorry about that. But um, yeah, the game's like being fully remade. We have about 80% of the art in the first level done. So, yeah, I'm going to close that and switch back. That way my frame rate does okay. So we're not going to show that off today right now. I'm doing some optimization stuff, and so it's a little clunky. And plus, I think I need a dual PC setup if I'm going to do more live streams of working on the game at this point. All right, let's catch up. You could do a level that has a bunch of Pixar references. That's a good idea, actually, like a Pixar land or a Disneyland. I have an amusement park as a suggestion. I'll also write just Pixar. So, all right, Stealth and Pixar. Those are on the list. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go through after we write down just a bunch of ideas, and we're going to just start saying what kind of mechanics should be with them. I have a Millinote board that we can duplicate for each of these if needed, if we decide to try it out more. We'll see. The scene of, the crossroad. First one on the list, actually. I think I'd make it into a full like street, not just that crosswalk where, like one suggestion is you can shoot the button to change the light to be able to walk across. You have to do it within so much time. And so, yeah, I do have some ideas around that already, actually. All right. How about Alice Toolbar? So the only level we've done is level 1 and level 2, by the way. And that's all we've committed to as of this time. So we'll see what the future holds, but that's all we've committed to. Race around on the RC car. That'd be fun. It's a totally different gameplay loop, though, so I'm not sure that really fits what we're looking for right now. If I was to do an actual level of the game, that would probably fit. But I'm just looking to reuse a lot of mechanics and let people design a level and kind of help lay it out. Maybe some new mechanics as well. There's just nothing too crazy. All right. If it was raining and a toy fell out and it's going to the sewers. Did I write sewers? Oh, I wrote sewers earlier, and I didn't rewrite it. Sewers. That's really bad. I was writing with the fat end. All right. A garbage zone. I'm trying to keep up. And skateboard, trash bin, lid mechanic. What if in a garbage zone with a skateboard, trash bin, lid mechanic? I'll need you to kind of elaborate on that. I'm not picturing it exactly in my head. What you're looking for. Like you're in a trash zone and you're like actually like grinding like a snowboard, like riding down like hills of trash. That'd be cool. All right. I feel like the Buzz Lightyear Star Command reference, but I think the stuff on Andy's desk would have been better as the TV that's on his desk in the film. Yeah, the issue is this level was made originally. The game was made between Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2, and then a lot of stuff changed. So if you look at the alpha and beta builds of this game compared to the final release, a lot's different. And so I don't think they were fully done. Like, for instance, the crib isn't in Andy's room in the second movie. Like, that just is not there. And so there's a lot that discrepancies in the original game even. And so we kind of had to decide what we wanted to work with. We wanted the crib to stay because it's an actual part of the level that's pretty established. So, yeah, and we will be adding like more stuff to the walls, like posters and stuff as we do more. Okay, the message to streamer delay is insane. Holy, is it? Hold on. I will say I'm actually like way down the list. I'm trying to hurry up and catch up because I got caught off guard. All right, where Buzz is experiencing a toy Star Command with references to Star Command. Yeah, that's a Buzz Lightyear Star Command. All right, let's catch up. I'm like 15, 20 messages behind. Thank you, Adams. I appreciate that. You said the garbage zone. I'm waiting on you to catch up on that. I believe circus level. Yes, a circus level could be really fun. Sid's house. There is a Sid's house in the racing game, Toy Story Racer, I believe. I don't remember what it's like. I haven't played that game since I was a kid. I haven't played that level since I was a kid at least. Okay. Sid's house, the airport. I'm not doing the airport because it's already been done. Yeah, Dynaco gas station. I don't know what you do. I guess you'd have to go into the gas station for a lot of mechanics of that. I don't know if that really fits. I'll write it down for now. Gas station. Okay. The assault on Dr. Port Chop. Go in Sid's house and hide from this dog's bike. A Frogger style game where you're crossing the street under the cones and dodging cars. I wouldn't mind having that as a mechanic in the crosswalk level, but the crosswalk level as a whole would be more like your Buzz Lightyear gameplay loop. Pizza Planet level, I considered that, but I feel like it's kind of been done in Toy Story 3 and Toy Story Racer. It's already had some iterations, and plus that Buzzland or whatever it's called in Toy Story 2, that's already inspired by it as well. So I don't want to really rehash that. I want something a little bit different from some stuff that's already been done. All right, in actual Pizza Planet level, yeah, there's the second one. Suggestion for Hot Wheels Grind Rail is making the Hot Wheels car a collectible. You can find it. I saw your suggestion. I was actually just resaw it. Yeah, so the way it's going to work is once you hit certain areas, those little like construction crew workers are going to come through and build the track, so you can't get to them early. That's the plan. Now, plans change. The Hot Wheels is surprisingly very divisive. Like, people are pretty against the Hot Wheels. I was very surprised by. So we'll see about the feature as a whole going forward. That's not how many hours you have worked on the project so far. I had it tracked. Let's see if I can remember. It's been about, let's see. I have worked on it for 1,800 hours. So, yeah. My first 2 months, I worked on it a couple hundred hours alone. But, yeah. I average about 20 to 35 hours a week on average. In some weeks I do a lot more depending on what I'm doing. All right, maybe Trash Zone, where you can inspired by Toy Story 3 one. So garbage. Okay. I have another board here too. If we keep getting ideas, we'll write down forever, and then we'll go back through and figure out what sucks and what works. And plus, everyone's like first ideas are usually bad. Just a little design note there, like if you didn't know. All right. I know they did it for the first game, but seeing it all in 3D would be cool. You talk about Pizza Planet. I believe maybe it's inside of a spaceship. There's something like it in Toy Story 3. I haven't played Toy Story 3 in like a year and a half now. Yes, or yeah, I know it's a different house. I kind of worded it incorrectly. Yeah, he moved houses. What I mean is they were building the game off of the first house until they got more info from the movie makers of what the second house was like, and that's why it's not correct to the movie at all. Anyways, so the Toy Story 2 game house is different from both the first movie and the second movie. Like quite a bit different than both. Yeah, my artist and I discovered that like pretty like quickly once we were like figuring out where everything went in the house and trying to make it an actual building. Donegal gas station would be cool. With a car reference thrown in. Cars would be fun to reference. I'm a big Cars fan. All right, a level based off Toy Story ride, specifically Buzz Lightyear Command. I don't know the ride well enough to do that justice. I looked at a video of the Toy Story ride, Toy Story Mania, as that was called. I have the Wii game based off that as well, but I have not played it. So I just don't think I can actually do that one justice, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would consider it. Average Weirdo, yeah, we get that suggestion a lot. We're just going to not do that one just because it's already been done in Toy Story 3, and I don't think I can really add anything to it to make it a lot more special. I know it's very different than what we would make here, but I don't think it'd be special enough to justify the community making it a level, is all. Makes hats you find around the houses, capsules, and you can go into Andy's chest box to put those hats on so people are encouraged to explore more. Eclipse, I am ahead of you. It's not hats, but I am ahead of you. Yeah, we're getting rid of lives because the lives don't really matter in the Roach game. We'll turn those tokens into unlockables. And it's fun. Okay. I guess when you finally make it to Alice Spaceland, yeah. I don't know if we're going to do Alice Spaceland or not. I've said this a few times, but we have only committed to doing level 1 and level 2 as of this time. We'll see what happens as the project progresses. Pixar mascot NPC. How alleyway for when the toys are making their way to save Woody. The alleyway, that's my least favorite levels in the whole game is the 2 alleyway levels. I do not like them. Make the lighting more vibrant. I've definitely been doing a lot of work on lighting, but I'm not a lighting expert. It looks better than I thought I would ever make it, but yeah, I may still pull in a lighting professional just to help me tune it. And I'll be upgrading the project to Unreal Engine 5.5, which optimizes lighting a lot. I'm on 5.3 right now, but that'll be a whole headache when I do that. All right. Not particularly, other than the alley levels, Steven. I just don't like those levels. I think they're actually really bad levels. If I was to tier list every level in Toy Story 2, those would go in F tier, probably. I don't know for sure. Okay, Luxo Jr. quest. Luxo Jr. Is that the little Pixar mascot? Right? I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. At the end, he just squishes it. I think I'm right now, yeah. All right, I'm almost caught up. Are you planning on making Woody's Workshop? I am not. So everyone keeps suggesting it. So if I continue the project, I may add it later. But this will not be it. Only because I want something that allows full creativity without restrictions on the project for this community-made level. So I don't really want to introduce something like a theme that restricts everyone automatically. I want it to come completely from the community. These first few came from Patreon, YouTube comments, things like that, from people who have already kind of commented. But yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. Those are my least favorite levels. I was about to say that'd be cool. Dark Silver, I miss your... Oh, yeah. Let's see. It's easy. So unknown. It's easy to make UE5 bad on performance. Accidentally. Now I'm a systems designer. What that means, and a technical designer. So what this means is I'm a game designer who also programs. And so I'm actually like decent at optimizations and stuff like that. Like I do a ton of programming, and so I'm like halfway between a designer and a programmer. And so I can optimize stuff, but basically as soon as I brought in lighting, the optimization tanked. And so I obviously need to learn how to optimize lighting more than anything else. Yeah, because that performance tanked quickly as soon as I put in like 15, 20 real-time lights. So I've been working at it. It is like running at like a stable like 80, 90 frames per second at 1440p on my PC currently. But yeah, that still needs to be better for how the game looks. All right. Woody's Roundup. All right, so I know that's similar to Woody's Workshop, but I put Woods. I know that's similar to Woody's Workshop, but there's an actual like really unique theme associated with that, and so I'm more willing to put that on the list than Woody's Workshop. We can call it Woody's Workshop afterwards too if we want, whatever. My mind instantly went to Kingdom Hearts 2, where you go into the Steamboat Willie world. I don't remember what it's called, but all right. Make Buzz fight Emperor Zurg, but he has to find a spaceship in Addy's attic, and that takes him to space to fight him. That's probably... There's a lot in that message. I do agree a spaceship level could be kind of fun. That's already been done in Toy Story 3, though. I don't know if I want to necessarily go with that. We'll write down what the community decide. Did I already write down? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Spaceship! Woody. Yeah. Message delete or retracted. That's fine. Unreal Engine 5 is a great engine. Now, the main hate against it is that everything looks so generic in Unreal Engine 5. which is a totally valid argument because a lot of stuff is made very cheaply for that reason. We really tried to change that, where we went with a almost like a Spyro style art direction. It's halfway between Toy Story and Spyro. That's our art direction, and I think we really achieved that. And we're continuing to elevate it. We've done a lot of like work in the past month on art and like upgrading it even more, and so I think we've really like set ourselves apart from your typical Unreal Engine game look. All right, catch up again. I'm falling behind. Yeah, Exodus. I've been exploring that. I did find that for me, Lumen is better than Baking Lights, which surprised me, and that's because Baking Lights has a lot of rules, and I was breaking a lot of them. It was just a huge mess, and so, yeah. At least like with how I had the bake lighting set up, Lumen was actually better performance, but it was still a huge hit. All right, maybe a mini game like the running across the street. Yep, first one, crosswalk, that's on here. Let's see, elevator chef. It's already in the game, and so I don't really want to go for that. Kingdom Hearts 2 level is called Timeless River. Thank you. Man, what a great level. That was so cool the first time I saw it. I didn't play Kingdom Hearts until I was in how old was I? Probably 25, 26. And so, but even seeing it then was really cool. Woody's Roundup sounds awesome. How would that work with Buzz though? It would be Buzz in that environment. Like he'd be out of place, but, you could I mean, you could try and do something like that for Buzz too, but that's basically Buzz Lightyear Star Command anyway. So, yeah, it's just an idea. You can refine it if we decide to go with that. Woody's Roundup doesn't make sense for, I mean, he could be in that show on it. Like he could be on a TV set, like we can find a way to make it make sense. And plus the way I'm framing Toy Story 2's game and the reason why it doesn't make sense and why there's so many chemical spills in Andy's basement that it's insane. This is all a retelling from Rex, and that's why everything's like kind of chaotic and crazy and unrealistic. And that's my way to cheat. Ratchet and Clank 2016 did this with the main guy. Is it? It's not Kronk. What is his name? Captain Quark. Where the movie was doing bad, and so like the movie studio was like causing all kind of problems, so they just made the movie narrated by Captain Quark. That way they could say that he was just wrong compared to the movie. All right, catch back up. Zerg's Ultra Epic level, a level that has an entire gimmick. It's that I was a level made by the Emperor himself, but specifically the one from Toy Story 2. Dragoon, I don't know. I was trying to reference what he's talking about, but I actually don't see your message. All right. I don't know what you're actually referencing, if it's the Dead's fault. I don't know. All right. Would be really cool. Hello there. Hello, Aaron. Nice to see you. All right. Multiplayer work, as an example. Dude, I would actually, like, I really want to add a multiplayer aspect to this. I don't know if it'd go in, like, the finished game, but at least just to mess around. I can get it to work. I just, I've not tried it yet. But I think kind of fun to, give a build to a homie and run through Toy Story 2 with them. Anyways, Barbie's Nightmare House. I don't know about Barbie's Nightmare, but for sure Barbie. Or maybe it'd be like kind of both. We'll try it out. All right, ignore my bad handwriting. Barbie Nightmare. Okay, over the top Barbie level. I think it'd be fine. Your studio level. Buzz comes out of your company and we walk around your studio like we did in the Lego Dimensions. Do you mean like my physical space? I mean, it's actually a pretty large basement. It's pretty. There's like 6 large windows right there, and this half is underground. I have like a pretty nice space around here for everything. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to dox myself that much. You thought the Captain Quirk thing? So, yes, but also the movie studio was really messing with them. Golden Bolt has a great video on why that game failed, and almost everything boils down to the movie studio just causing all kinds of problems with it. Now, on top of that, though, they also did cut like a lot of levels. I never played the original Ratchet and Clank, so I think the game's awesome. But yeah, I mean, if you had to cut a lot of levels, that'd probably be my biggest critique. Anyways, Tri-County area return trip. Oh, so like going back to the house? I don't know what you would add to that. Maybe some of y'all have some ideas. I'll write it down. I don't know. We may not go with that, but that is actually a pretty unique suggestion. Escape toy prison level and storage shop with buzz, puzzle, stealth, and reflection. Toy prison level. There's a Toy Story 3 or 4 short that's kind of like a horror thing, and they're like go to a hotel and they're like being sold off, and they have to like get the guy caught and stuff. Like my mind instantly goes to that short. It's like mostly about Jesse dealing with a lot of fear, and it's like a Halloween specialty. So yeah. All right. Danny, I'd probably have to make the level a lot larger to justify it. So it probably wouldn't be inside the house unless I could justify that it's inside of a giant display. I could do that. You should make it where you complete a certain amount of levels, you unlock Bullseye, and can ride him around. That'd be a lot of fun. Just beat the whole game with Bullseye. Yeah. What else we got? Yard sale. Yard sale. Everybody, yard sale. Great suggestion. Do I need to get the other board? All right. Battleships game. The toys played it either in Toy Story 2 or Toy Story 1. I'm not sure. I don't remember which one either. I feel like it's 1, but I don't know for sure. Pixar Studio level. We have Pixar right here, so a Pixar Studio could make a lot of sense. What is Roundup theme level? We have that there. Sunnyside Daycare suggestion. I think the Sunnyside Daycare level in Toy Story 3 is already so good, though. I don't know if I can really justify it. Also, in Pixar Rush has a level that takes place at that daycare, and it's really fun. Pixar Rush is awesome. Fast food restaurant from Toy Story short. Actually, I actually have no idea what short you're referencing. I guess I missed one of the Toy Story shorts. I'll write it down because actually a fast food level, a restaurant of any kind, is fun. I would not do a store because there's stores in Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't really want to, and already Al's Toy Barn, but we'll do a restaurant. So let's see. All right. We're pretty much out of room on this board. Yeah, I actually agree. Like the story in itself is. I just think the gameplay is so solid. At that point, I think it was the best Ratchet and Clank gameplay. So it's my favorite PS4 game, but not because of the story. The story is just okay, and the voice acting from that one woman who became super famous after the movie. But anyways, yeah, it's my favorite PS4 game, but not because of the story. But it was Toy Story 1. Woody was yelling across the fence from Sid's window. Yes. Man, y'all can just pull these scenes right out of your brain and know exactly what it is. Vents, you can go in and you can fast travel using those. I did have a lot of suggestions early on to connect every level like through the world, but there's going to be a lot of technical challenges behind that once you got to later levels. All right. Of the first level, I remember they added the actual loop-de-loop Hot Wheel track. Maybe make a specific mission for Woody. The issue is Woody, if I add Woody to the game, that's like another 500 hours of work, actually, because I have to like redo a lot of mechanics specific to him that don't make sense. And so, and then there's also like a new model, animations. I don't have an animator right now on staff, and so, yeah, it's just not viable, unfortunately. If this project was to continue, I probably would add a Woody-specific level, or maybe add like Jesse, and that would be like the multiplayer person you play as if I did multiplayer, but I don't know. Small Fry, yes, actually, just kidding. I do know, yes. Okay, it's been a while since I watched that one. Underwater level, like they had at the beach, and Buzz goes underwater to save a toy that's being guarded by a Zerg shark. That's not bad, actually. It is supposed to be Toy Story 2 remake, but you should take inspiration from Toy Story 3. I am willing to do anything related to Toy Story for these missions, by the way. And so Toy Story 1, 3, 4, one of the shorts, anything Toy Story related, just yeah, we can do it as long as it's not been already done in a different game. It's kind of my main rule. Underwater level. All right, let's get this. We have a lot of suggestions. We're going to do just a little bit more. And then... Ow. Whoop. All right. I kind of turned this a little bit, didn't I? We're going to do a little bit more, and then we'll actually go on to deciding what each of these levels would have and marking stuff off the list. All right, underwater. First, let's erase this. My children's beautiful art. Whoa. All right, that should be good enough. I usually use a whiteboard on the wall there, but since I'm doing this on stream, I didn't want to put the camera over there. And so I don't have an easel, and I wasn't willing to buy one for this one stream. And so this is a short little like canvas easel that is not super sturdy. All right, let's catch back up. We got change color. Oh, this one's almost empty actually. Underwater / beach. Okay. Let's catch back up. We got that. Buzzskin. I agree. RCC has a gameplay. I wish there was more of it. Yeah, because they cut so many levels. All right. We're doing extra levels. Sid's home plus backyard would be a cool place as a level. I have Sid's house on the other list because we have a whole nother board here of a bunch more levels as well. Level ideas. Antique shop. I actually was thinking the other day, I would love to make a Toy Story 4 game. I know that movie is disappointing to a lot of people, but I can see how a game based on it would be a ton of fun. So, QUESHOP. If I misspelled antique, don't roast me. Multiplayer mini games, yeah, it's still gotta just add multiplayer though if I do decide to go that route. But I would definitely take inspiration from It Takes Two, where they have just random games where you can just bully each other and go against each other. A level stealth based on the scene where Alice steals Woody from the yard sale. I wrote down the yard sale, but I'm probably not going to do anything stealth wise just because it's easy to make, but I don't think I'd be able to design it well, even with help from the community. And so I think it'd probably end up to be a bad level. I'm not a stealth game player, and so I don't fully understand how to make those games fun. All right. Let's see. You have a gaming cabinet? Sick. It's one of the the arcade 1-ups. I actually got it from my parents. They gave it to me. It's a fun game though. Water level challenge, like the one in Al's bathroom. That is a fun little section. No, Toy Story 4 has never gotten a game. Unfortunately, the company that was making the Toy Story games, when Toy Story 4 came out, I think at that point they had started Hogwarts Legacy, or they were transitioning away from this stuff. They did the Cars 3 game. I don't remember which came out first, Cars 3 or Toy Story 4. Anyways, they were transitioning to unlicensed work at that point, I believe. A zoo level. One challenge with the zoo level is the fact that I wrote down level. I didn't write down level for any other thing. Hold on. You do run the potential of a lot more animation requirements. And since I'm not an animator at all, and I don't have an animator on staff, that may be kind of challenging, but we can still kind of at least block it out and see where that goes. All right, catch back up. Evolving Jesse can make sense. Dude, Jesse was cool. Yeah. Are you planning to let your supporters play the unfinished build of the game? We'll see. The legal response to that is, as of this time, this series is solely for education and entertainment purposes only. All right, let's continue. Where Woody and Buzz get stuck and packaged up, and you have to get the packaging and find Woody and say, I have a factory level written down that could probably kind of tie into that. A brand new train level. On the condition that it's a real train and it's real size, and so it's scaled up, and you have to navigate that. It can also be a subway, but no one wants to play a subway, so yeah, a train. Anyways, let's catch back up because I'm way behind again. How about something totally wild in the air? A hot air balloon. I don't know how to make a level like that though, because there's not much space on a hot air balloon. I'm not against an air level, but I would need a way to see what gameplay would be like, and I can't quite see what the future of that would be. All right, a funny idea. Super meta level where you play Buzz, the video game from the start of Toy Story 2. They did that in Toy Story 3. It's a really good level. Austin, yeah, he was gonna go to Japan. That's wild. Let's see. Toy Story 4, I think, needs a lot of work, but it's a beautiful looking movie. Christmas level. It'll kind of be out of season. We'll just do holiday. And we can just like throw a couple in there. We could throw in like a Halloween section and a Christmas section. We'll say like a spirit Christmas and a spirit Halloween back room. All right. This is not erased good with your finger. Hold on. All right. Holiday. It was Toy Story Mania. Oh, did another studio do Toy Story 3? Oh, I guess you're right, yeah. Because this is Traveler's Tale, of course. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, this is Traveler's Tale, and then the people who did Hogwarts Legacy picked it up after this. They did Toy Story 3 and Cars 3, Driven the Wind, as well as a bunch of other stuff, and then they started doing Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, this is the Lego. I totally got confused. Yes. Anyways. Yeah, there was a Toy Story, Captain, there was a Toy Story 3 level there's a train level in Toy Story 3, but it's like a wooden train and you're like normal size. That'd be kind of fun to like go through a train at scale. But that's the only condition I would do a train level. Let's see. Max, if you're interested, you can join the Discord, the Toy Story 2 speedrunning Discord, in the link in the description, and ping me in a message in the appropriate channel, the Toy Story 2 Reassembled channel, and I'll get back with you. All right. Let's see. Sid's house. Yes, we have a whole nother list here, so let's kind of show this off for anyone who missed it. Whoa. There's a lot here. So it's crosswalk. Sorry, see if you can hear me. Crosswalk, amusement park, playground, wooded park, kind of like a national forest. Dinosaurs, factory, stealth, Pixar, sewers, Buzz Lightyear, Star Command, Sid's House Circus, gas station, the one from the movies, a garbage zone, Woody's Roundup, specifically like the black and white, kind of like Kingdom Hearts 2 did, a spaceship level, the return trip from the airport, a Barbie with like maybe a nightmare section in there as well, or the whole level be nightmare and Barbie. We'll see. Fast food and yard sale. Whiteboards are the best thing, by the way, for game development. All right. Jesse's origin story. That would require animation work, but I like the idea. The Western Tourist movie. All right, I gotta catch up. Airplane runway is already kind of in. Yeah, I guess that's kind of true. It will. So we actually nixed the first person camera. We did a focused third person camera. I don't think first person actually works. I think it's a hot take, but that first person mode in the game doesn't make sense. From a design standpoint, the thing is that you see as reflection, and that's really cool. But if it wasn't for that, a focused third-person mode I think is better. But I'm looking for ways to add as reflection somewhere else so that I don't get completely roasted for nixing that feature. All right. Oh, you mean Jesse's origin story, like the black and white? Yeah, that's okay. We have a level written down that's kind of like that. All right, playground level. Yeah, we do have a playground level. That's kind of in Pixar Rush, but it's not a very good one, like at all. And so I'd be willing to kind of do that one at least. Huge plot point towards it was wrong to leave Andy for Japan, and instead convincing the Roundup gang to come with him back to Andy's house. Al's apartment, don't step on the Cheetos. Those are ones those are ideas we have for a custom level. Those are not in the game. No, he never did go in the plane, did he? Actually, wow, yeah. I hadn't actually considered that. Museum level or art gallery level? I would definitely do museum, not art gallery, unless there was an art gallery section like in Animal Crossing. But a museum level, yes. Okay, did I misspell museum, by the way? All right. If you made playable Woody, you could copy the moveset for Jesse. Yeah. I am not against that idea. It's just a lot of work, like hundreds of hours of work. And so I don't know if it's justifiable or not. We'll see. Toy Shop on the Pizza Planet to the airport. I like the idea. The issue is that's just a totally different gameplay loop, and I want to keep the gameplay loop so it's easier for everyone to make a level knowing the features that we have, and maybe a couple extra we can have. That could be like a little added section to a level, but at least the whole level, like a majority of the level, needs to focus on the mechanics that are already in the game, plus like a couple of small ones that we can do, like level specific mechanics, like some type of moving platform or some type of special enemy or something built in the game. Doors that open and close on timer, stuff like that. All right. Buzz being in Jesse's memories makes no sense. It would not. Yeah, if I was to do that, it would not be that. The closest thing we said to that already is the Woody's Roundup, and Buzz would maybe be on the movie set. Who cares? It'd be fun to do. Hot Wheels. Okay, so Hot Wheels. Yeah, dude, that is a whole can of worms. I get a lot of negative comments about Hot Wheels stuff from like Hot Wheels fans. Like very, very upset that I used the specific wrong car or that the car I used isn't real, because we ended up just using a fake car to kind of get around all the hate, and also to avoid licensing with Hot Wheels, because I don't know how they are with this kind of stuff, and if they would shut it down, because that'd be pretty terrible if Hot Wheels shut it down when it's a Pixar and Disney game. And so I don't want to tackle a whole level because, I get more negative comments about the Hot Wheels and the Hot Wheels mechanic more than anything else at all. It's kind of a weird thing. I did not expect that. I thought the Hot Wheels tracks would be like a hit, and yeah. All right, a diner level. I have a fast food restaurant. I'll kind of have diner kind of in that as well. All right. Let's see. Airport parking lot level. I'd probably just do a generic parking lot, possibly, but I don't know what I could do to make it special, but we'll write it down for now. Okay. All right. Security backroom section. Like TSA? That'd be kind of cool. Random TV channels from when Ham is switching through. I will write that down, but I would have to rewatch that section because I have no idea about the shows that pop up. I'd probably go frame by frame and see. Let's see. We'll just do TV for now. I love your Hot Wheels idea. Dude, it makes the gameplay so much better. You get out of that basement so quick when you're done. But yeah, it gets a lot of hate. I don't understand it. All right. Hot Wheels fans are harsh. Maybe a little bit. You just like the alleyway levels too. Dude, they are the worst levels in the game, I think. Going off the top of my head, yeah, F tier levels. All right. Where the level is leading a group of friends to a city across the street. So we have the crosswalk / city streets as another one as well. I have some ideas for levels like that. I got that one on Patreon, I believe. The Etch-a-Sketch. Oh, no. An Etch-a-Sketch level. Dude, that's so Psychonauts 2. Have you not played Psychonauts 2? Dude, that's where my mind immediately went. Etch-a-Sketch. Is it Etch-a-Sketch or Etch-e-Sketch? Where'd your comment go? Did I lose your comment? I'll just write Etch-a-Sketch. All right. Oh, gotcha, Erdic. Okay, there's a lot of references to Pixar's older shorts in that scene. I didn't actually realize that. I probably would if I had rewatched it. I've seen a few of the older shorts, but not a ton. Pizza Planet would be amazing. I would not be completely against remaking Pizza Planet, but it's been done in like 2 or 3 other games at this point, and so I kind of want to do something a little bit more unique and creative to make this community level stand out. Etch-a-Sketch. Thank you. All right. Underground mine shaft level. I don't really have any ideas for that one. My mind immediately goes to Donkey Kong, but I don't know. Etch-a-Sketch, either as a whole level or mechanic and levels would be draw things. You could just do like a board James thing where you transfer from game to game and one of them's Etch-a-Sketch. That'd be fun. It would not make sense for Toy Story in general, but that'd be a fun experience. All right. Gas station level is written down already on our previous list. The Dynaco station. Zurg's Planet. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. I don't remember. I haven't watched Buzz Lightyear Star Command in a while. But we do have a spaceship level, and a Buzz Lightyear Star Command level written down. So it'd probably be tied into one of those. Models are typically modeled. Whoops. The levels are typically modeled in Blender and a little bit of Maya, but mostly Blender. Some things are modeled in Maya. It just kind of depends. Like our artist used Maya, but Kyle uses Blender, I believe. And what happens is I basically get the old assets. I fix a lot of issues on them. I upload them for Kyle to get so he can use it as a base. He models around it, and he sends it back to me. It gets up. He uploads it to the server of the game and into the game itself. And then when I load in, I just like apply it to the level and it works. That's the workflow. You like the hard levels? I totally get that. Sewer level is written. I have the hiccups now. Is written down. You're all caught up. Let's revisit what you got so far. I am good with that. Let's get one more good suggestion in the chat. Talking about how you could do a level where Buzz has to climb shelves to get to Wheezy. Probably 2 platformer, not enough like action and puzzling in that. Yeah, Sunnyside, I did mention that's in 2 games actually. So the Toy Story 3 games, which is like 3 versions of it technically, but also Pixar Rush is in there as well. It's okay in Pixar Rush, but the Toy Story 3 level of it is really good. I think it's actually in 2 levels. There's like a stealth level and a standard level of that. Add Andy to the game. Playable Andy. That will not be happening, but dude, what I would do though is put out my Quest 3 and you can like play with the toys, you know. All right, the Jays goes off the rails. We have a Once Upon a Time level. Yeah, Mark, the problem is it's just a lot more animation work, like a lot more. And animations take a long time. It took about a month to get 25 of the 28 animations for Buzz done. We still have like 4 more that aren't done that I'm waiting on either Illia to come back to the project, who's doing a lot of work at actual work. But either Illia to come back to the project or someone else kind of pick up those last animations. Saves aliens from the claw machine. Random library. Yes, but if we can think of some other thing to add to the level, so not just library, or it could be like a library, like an elementary school library. I'd be down with that. OOL. Okay, so I am going to get a drink real quick, and then we'll start going through this list. All right. Let's get this board out of the way for now. Don't fall. Whoa, Seabiscuit. There we go. It's kind of turned. Okay. Sorry. All right. Watch Lightyear. Lightyear's okay. The issue is it's actually just not a Buzz Lightyear movie. I think it was turned into a Buzz Lightyear movie late. Pop-up books! Yes! I like that idea. For the library level. You jump into storybooks a little bit. Yeah, but that was just done like with the game, the Lovely Squire. I don't remember the name of it, but indie game where you like basically like are a 3D character and you jump into 2D books and stuff. And it's also in Psychonauts too, but very different in Psychonauts to be fair. I would never do a club level, but I'm glad as well. All right. All right, let's go through this list. We'll see what we do not want to do. I wrote down stealth. The more I think about it, the more I think we have to cut it, because I don't think I can do a stealth level well where the whole thing is stealth. Maybe a mechanic, like a short section, but I can't do a whole stealth level. So we're going to mark that out as a level, and we can use it as a mechanic if we need to, if everyone's good with that. So just because I won't be able to do it well, it's gone. Okay. That light is shining right on that, unfortunately. Can I turn it slightly? Cool. All right. The Plucky Squire. That's what it is. Thank you. Joining the Discord. I'm a game designer and experiencing Unity 5 Blender Unity. Awesome. Yeah, just tag me in the appropriate channel. Do not tag me in a different channel. That kind of makes the speedrunners a little... it's a little rude to do. And so just make sure you do it only in the Toy Story 2 Reassembled channel. Stealth's gonna be a no for you, yeah. I don't mind adding a stealth thing to a level. It's just I can't do a whole level of stealth. It'll turn out bad. It'll be a disaster, and everyone will hate it. All right. So we know for sure that Crosswalk is staying in. The dinosaurs is like a dinosaur land. I'm not really married to that idea. And we can like instead kind of use like fake dinosaurs if we want to at like an amusement park level. Unless someone has a really good idea for dinosaurs, we mark that out. The Pixar level, people just really want those kind of things. I probably would not do a Pixar specific level, but I will add Pixar characters to a level if I decide to add them. I just made that bump loud. All right. Dinoco gas station would be pretty cool. Yeah, I've gotten that suggestion, and I think it was Adams said that you could also do a Cars reference there as well, which I would totally be for. All right, I'm gonna mark out a couple ideas I don't love, and then we can go from there. We can go through each one individually and figure out if we have any good ideas for them. All right, so first off, the return trip from the airport. I've been thinking about this the whole time since it's been suggested, and I cannot think of anything super unique about it, because it'd basically be going a completely different. It'd be like a highway level, but because they get back faster somehow or something. But yeah, I'm not really loving that. There's a dinosaur Toy Story short. Yes, there is. That is a pretty cool short. It's basically like a Buzz Lightyear thing though, where they don't know their toys until they're played with. Add a health bar to the lawnmower. The lawnmower actually does work, by the way. I don't think I ever showed that off. I made that before the end of the last video, and I never talked about it. Yeah, the dude just follows a path, and yeah, I totally forgot to show that off. That's interesting. Play as low poly Buzz. I would love to have collectibles and maybe like some cosmetic stuff that's not paid for, just unlockables throughout the game to the game. That'd be fun. Crossing the road would be basically stealth mechanics. I don't think so. It wouldn't be crossing the road. This is I need to specify, but it'd be a city level, as in like city streets. So like maybe cars are going by a path and you need to shoot your laser at a button for a crosswalk to be allowed to cross, and then you hop in your things and then you go across. Or like you have to walk behind a rolling ball while it's going across, that kind of thing. But there would be like things where like you have to stay like hidden behind something as it moves, and you have to activate ways to like cross roads and stuff. But yeah, all right. Go into the gas station and jump around the aisles. Yes, so the Dinoco level, the gas station only works if you can go inside the store. Otherwise, I don't think there's enough there to really justify it. Take revenge on the lawnmower, assuming this ever gets released to the public. And Dinoco plushies to be the enemy type. That'd be a cool idea. I'm down for more enemies. Okay, here we have This is going to take a while. So today, what we're doing is we're just getting the list narrowed down. We're going to pick a level today. We got 2 hours, by the way. So I'm planning on ending the stream in 2 hours from now, unless something happens where we have to extend it. But the plan is to be done in 2 hours. All right. Can I switch scenes? Yeah. Y'all can barely see this now because it's so small. Oh, no, I'm blocking this. All right. So crosswalk. Almost clicked over on there. All right. So this is kind of like the basic format where basically we're going to write down the pitch for the level, what mechanics will be reused. This isn't as important. It is a little bit. And then, oh, that should not say reused. New level mechanics. So level mechanics are different than just game mechanics. Level mechanics are stuff specific to its use in a level. There's something you add to a level to elevate it. So it's not like shooting your weapon. That's a gameplay mechanic. It'd be like shooting a button. That would be a level mechanic because you throw the button into the level, if that makes sense. All right. I may be a little bit behind. Let's see. There is a super basic claw machine in the game already. I don't know if I'd really do it unless it was just a bonus mini game or like something you do in like if I add a multiplayer mode and I take inspiration from It Takes Two, you and your partner could do it against each other. All right. With this, you could have some sewer tunnels that pop up. Oh yeah, we could tie this in with sewers as well. I think that's actually the play. We're cutting sewers as its own level, and it would be in this if we do it. I like that idea. We're gonna add this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, maybe sewers. Rock'em Sock'em minigame? Maybe. A lot of y'all are responding to the claw machine idea. Into one, level starts out heading to the Dinoco. You need a puzzle to get in and out of the gas station, and then once you out, I think that's also a good idea. Like the Dinoco gas station. The Dinoco gas station could be pretty big by itself, though, right? And so, do we have a store on the list? We don't, right? Yeah, no, we don't. I would say, all right, what do y'all think? Should the crosswalk level / city level be the crosswalk, sewers, and Dinoco all in one level? That may be too big, though. But, and it wouldn't be true to the actual like location in the game or in the movie, but that's okay. It didn't have to be at that. They could have done it earlier in the movie or later in the movie, and we just never saw it. Would tightrope walking on... That would be a level mechanic, yes. Which... new level mechanics ideas. These are not set in stone. What's it called? Tightrope. All right. All right, so let's focus on crosswalk. So maybe sewers and gas and is it Dinoco? Dinoco? I cannot type right now. Yeah, so we'll actually think about kind of combining these into one, and then we'll see what needs tweaked. So gas station is not going away. It's just it may appear in this level along with sewers. All right. A longer level. Yeah, but the issues, you have to design it all. Look at Dinoco for Toy Story 2. It seems to have been one of those mini convenience store types with a garage section, so maybe include a garage section as well. Okay, yeah. Um, Depending on how big the level gets, we have to keep scope in mind. But I'm all for just throwing ideas at it right now. Um, Crosswalk, sewers, Dinoco, Owl's Toy Barn parking lot. Yeah. Um, Parking lots on that list, and I think it makes sense to throw it on here as well because you could do, yeah. It probably wouldn't be much on there. It does not mean we're doing all these in one, but maybe sewers. I feel like it's Dinoco, and everyone just says Dinoco. I don't know. Dinoco gas station and parking lot. All right. The crosswalk seems more fitting for the movie. I think the gas station level would pair. Yeah, so when I say the crosswalk, it would be a city thing where I've mentioned this before already, but like you shoot a button that would activate you being able to cross, or maybe like there's a section where you walk on a tightrope on the lights, the red and green lights, the street lights, across, and so it wouldn't be that exact point in the movie, but it would be kind of inspired by that possibly. All right, what are we doing? We're designing a new level from scratch. We have a ton of ideas for levels, along with a whole other whiteboard of level ideas, and we're going through and figure out which ones we actually want to do, and then we're going to make a level. Now, it'll be done over several streams, but today we're going to pick a level. That's the goal. We'll see. All right. Yeah, puzzle game. Yeah, exactly. Puzzle mechanics. I'll write that down. And it would be like really like actual hard puzzles, but yeah. All right, share away, Noah. Hi, Brendan. All right. Imagine jumping down a manhole from the parking lot into the sewer that would lead to a manhole inside the gas station. Maybe the gas station is locked from the inside. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. I think I'm not against any of that. It is messing with Mattel, so we would have to cut that or no. Would we have to cut that or no? I don't know anything about this, so I don't know. All right. Any other suggestions on this? If not, we have insta-kill objects that'd be like cars or things like that. Red lights, green lights that have to be activated, as well as buttons, tightrope, dropping down to sewers. I don't know if I'd really call that a level mechanic. Experience Pizza Planet. I'll just say that I've had that suggestion a lot today, actually. A lot. Pushable stuff is one of my favorite core mechanics of the game. Is it really? I have that right here. It was a pretty easy mechanic to make, actually. Although I would like to make it more of maybe puzzle based if I do more pushable objects and stuff. Levels in the original game or brand new levels that have not been in anything Toy Story related, preferably, unless the level is bad in another iteration. All right. Yeah, I know it's our. We're actually talking about that being integrated with this crosswalk level now. Actually, to use Slinky to spring down, that would be a good idea. Slinky. I don't really know how to describe it past that. That wouldn't be too different than the combo rope. It'd probably actually be the same mechanic and just hidden as Slinky. All right. Free moving pushable objects would be even better. I can make that. It like basically works, but I just restricted certain directions based on the original game. So yeah. All right. Toy Story. That's already been in Kingdom Hearts 3. And so I didn't. Oh, also Al's Toy Barn. And so I didn't really want to do a toy store. All right. With that said, I think Crosswalk right now, I'm halfway off frame. Sorry. I think Toy Story as of right now gets a little orange check to say maybe. All right. Let's back out of here. We're going to copy this. Amusement park is 100% something I'm interested in making. That could also be a carnival, amusement park, anything related to that. Throw ideas for amusement parks. What you got? I think we're going to start setting a timer here soon too for suggestions as well to get through this list, because we have a bit. Okay. Let's see if I'm caught up. Jacob, where is your last message? Swinging vines, but it's on the red. I am totally open to adding swinging vines to the game. Yeah, I'm open to that. All right. A bungee, yes, there we go. Slippery oil on the floor of the streets. That would be a reuse mechanic. Yes, you're right. Actually, let's go ahead and add that. Slippery surface is all one mechanic, by the way, and I just switch if it's a water or oil based on a variable that's set when I drag it in the level. All right. Balloons here? Yes, we could. Where you bounce off the top of them, or where you like get on them, they like fly you somewhere, and then you jump on the next one. Either one, actually. I'm just gonna write that. Balloons. Either jump on them and they are bouncy, or movable. What do I call it? Climbable ropes. Which it would be a new mechanic because I don't have the ropes really move outside of like a couple of situations. And it's not like this, and so yeah, that'd be something new to make. All right, I'm falling behind. Let's catch up real quick. Water squirt gun game. I'd probably make it to where you could activate something by pressing a button to activate a water gun, and then it cause some event to happen. I'll write that down here, but what would I call that? I would call it. I don't know what I call it. I'll just leave it at that. All right. Buzz getting flung across the map from a wide. Yeah, we have bounce pads, so we could tweak it to work with launchers. That's what it's actually called, as a launcher, which you have to bounce on right now, but it'd be super easy to just make it just launch you. All right, roller coaster, Tila Whirl. I don't know what a Tila Whirl is. Horrible public bathrooms. Hold on, yeah, let's write all this down. Hold on. Roller coaster. I don't know what a Tila Whirl is, so I'm not gonna write that down, unfortunately. Public restrooms. They'd probably look clean, but there's no bathrooms in the game, so maybe. Tower climb to rope slide puzzle. Tower climb to rope slide puzzle. Like the idea. Okay, that's a cool detail. It would be a life-size one, so yeah. It would be to scale, where it's huge. Ferris wheel mechanic. Or like, so the thing I'm getting from this is this level would have a lot of verticality. So we're going to write tons of vertical game play climbing, and we'll put in, I don't know how to spell Ferris wheel. Y'all are getting y'all are learning that I actually don't know how to spell. That's just a mistype. It's fine. All right, Ferris wheel and coaster tracks. Sure. All right, we got to hurry up. When you stuck in this bathroom. Dart balancing like in Toy Story 3 amusement park carnival. Okay. Tilt-a-whirl. I still don't know what tilt-a-whirl is. Is that like the spinning rides that go in circle really fast? Or we do something with cotton candy? Maybe, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Can we have a ducky and bunny? Yes. Easter egg. There you go. Code Carnival. Yeah, the Toy Story 4, I'm okay with like pulling ideas from that. Christmas lights for Buzz to grind. I have Christmas lights already in the game. I'll put they are cobble ropes right now, but it'd be easy to set them up as a zip line or the grind rails. So yeah, I'm down with that. It's a reused mechanic. Daytime or nighttime? Good question. I would only do it nighttime. I'm gonna make an executive decision. I think that'd be a lot more interesting to look at, and would create a much more interesting environment. Bumper cars. I don't know. Yeah, this level has a ton of ideas. Achievements like in Halo or a Secret Skull that we can unlock. I've not revealed it yet, but I have ideas for unlockables. So I've revealed it slightly in the stream, but like I'm working on it now, like as a mechanic, and I've not really talked about it a whole lot before this. To lure birds. What a lure birds with food. It's so silly. Late nighttime, so it's reasonably empty. Yeah, it would have to be. Like in the Ghost, what's it called? Goosebumps. Goosebumps 2016 movie when they go to the amusement park and there's no one there. I think I'm thinking of the right thing. All right. Mini boss, we have to push him in the cotton candy machine 3 times. Yeah, we'll have a boss, but we'll actually decide that later down the road. Okay, we're done with this level. This one, I like this idea. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, playground. This is actually in Toy Story 3 already. So I'm going to say no to Toy Ground. But if we change it up to where it's not like Sunnyside and instead it's like a national park with like a playground there, I would do that. But I would not do a playground exclusively at this point. So we're going to mark that out. But if we want to add a playground section to a national forest / wooded park, then that is totally fine by me. The flying levels, I think that'd be a lot of fun to have, but that'd be a totally different thing than what we're doing today, because right now we're trying to reuse mechanics we already have. But if I was to do more levels and like add more mechanics, that is something I would actually consider, because there's a really good version of that in Toy Story 3, but it's only in one little section. All right. Have like ropes on two. Oh, you know what? We're also going to add, what's it called? Swinging vines. Boom. All right, we're going to copy this one. And we're going to do National Park. I don't know if this is really, I don't know if this one's going to pass. Also, we're going to set this to green because we like that one. All right, National Park with maybe a little playground inside. Whoa. So I'm thinking a lot of the national parks around me. I live in the natural state, so Arkansas, and there's a lot of states or a lot of parks around here that are heavily wooded, lakes, rivers, small waterfalls, playgrounds, water spigots, ice cream trucks, things like that are there all the time. All right, let's catch up. You left rideable balloons in the new level mechanics column, but they exist in Oh, that's true. Yes, but I have not made them yet, so I'll still count as a new mechanic, just so I know to make it. So yes, good catch. But they're different in that, aren't they? I guess not really. But anyways, slide, monkey bars, and bitches. With playground inside, and it'd be things like playground area, ice cream truck, lake, etc. Cool. And actually, we're gonna get rid of our underwater specific level. And actually maybe not, because I wrote down beach. Just kidding. All right. I'm missing a ton of chats, by the way, so let's catch up. The National Park geysers. That's a good situation. I have no idea what geysers look like. We don't have them here. We have hot springs in Arkansas. Not the one I live near, but I've been there. The quicksand. Okay, actually. But that's already in the game as well, but I have not made it yet. That's in level 2, but I've not made it yet. So I'm going to add it to new level mechanics. Quicksand. Sandbox with some link. I'm not doing that. They can, but it's not going to be... The physics can't be anything too crazy. It's going to be like... yeah, if you want to play Jenga in the game, I would be willing to do that, but maybe nothing like too crazy. You could do physics like puzzles. Mauled by a Baird. Campground. I actually like that idea as well for here. Campground. For the park, we need a log to walk across. Yes. And actually, I think it'd be fun if it was rotating as well. Log and water, I guess. I don't know. And something kind of like Frogger. Maybe that's already in Toy Story 2 originally. But to add like a rotating log, I think it'd be more interesting. Underground cave? Oh, you're going... That's a way different idea for a national park than what I originally thought of. We have mines suggested. I do not like the suggestion of mines. I'm going to be erasing that. But maybe like huge dinosaur California. Yes, it is meant to be cement. Giant chest in the playground. I like that idea. All right, Jerry's game. Whack-a-mole mini game in the national park level. Yeah, I could see that. Get rid of bumper cars. Whack-a-mole. All right. The RV from Bugs Life. A Ranger vehicle to hop on. I'm not really loving these ideas. As far as like nothing really like screams like really exciting. I don't know if I am down for the national park idea. I don't know. I just don't know if it can really work super well. There's parts of it that'd be cool, but I don't know if I could do a whole level where the whole thing would be paced well and exciting. I think it'd be more interesting to do it in a Bugs Life game. Yeah, they were. All right. This level's done. All right, dinosaurs. I'm gonna cut that. When I wrote it down, my original idea was like actual like 65 million years ago, or like Jurassic Park or something like that. It doesn't fit Toy Story. We're gonna mark it out. All right, factory level. Factory levels can be really cool. Park is mid, low key, 100%. Yes. There are stuff that could be cool in it, but it's already in kind of other levels, like the logs and the lily pads. Like Frogger is already in level 4, I believe, in the game. So, Dinoco gas station level will be integrated with crosswalk/city. Whoops. I want to just rename this. How do I rename it? Oh, its return is to rename it. That's wild. /city. We wrote down antique shop, which I would be down for doing it based off Toy Story 4 if we did it. All right. Well, now let's go on to factory. Actually, I don't know if I necessarily love factory either. It'd actually be very similar to the airport level, the first airport level in the game, where it's a bunch of like platforms that move automatically, conveyor belts, things that stomp down. It'd be like pallets that are already I'm not huge on factory level for this specific game. What y'all think? You want to cut factory level 2? Or do y'all want to at least like pitch it? Also, I'm going to catch up on stuff because I keep falling behind. Oh, Jacob, you literally just said the same thing I did, but you said it before I did, I think. So, yes, 100%. I was not copying you. I just was behind on chat. Yeah, it is very similar to that level. That's we totally are on the same page. That build. Oh, you could do it to where it builds stuff for you. Does that activate any neurons in my little brain? It'd be like a Lego game, actually. Like you activate machines and they build stuff for you, and then I don't know. We do have, Brendan, a museum level and a Woody's Roundup level suggested. Although combining them is not necessarily a bad idea either, because we were trying to decide. But we wanted that like black and white television look. Okay, yeah, we're cutting factory. Pixar and Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Make other toy companions. I can see how that'd be kind of cool. Or you have to like go to the factory to save a bunch of toys so they can help you escape it maybe or something. I don't know. It's not like inspiring me at all, unfortunately. So I don't know. Good. Okay. We're all on the same page about it being too similar. All right. Yeah, shipping level. I mean, all I get from a shipping level, like I used to work like retail, and I was like moving up in the company like kind of quickly, and I was doing really well there before I went to game design. I'm pretty familiar with what the retail process looks like, and I'm just not really seeing anything like super fun, really. It could be turned into a game like this that doesn't already exist. So, because the Al's Toy Barn already also already has a back room, kind of. It's kind of like a wimpy back room, but yeah. Okay. Pixar / Buzz Lightyear Star Command. Pixar level. That would be. I'm gonna cut that. But if we want Pixar references, I'm still okay with it. I just don't want to build levels strictly based off of other things. I've been thinking about this as well, and like I said, I want to allow the community to be creative. And I think if we say, "Hey, let's do a car section now," then it takes a lot of the creativity away. So we're gonna cut that solely because of that. But if we can add Pixar references, I am down. However, Buzz Lightyear Star Command, I am still down with, because there was a game of Buzz Lightyear Star Command, but it was not really Buzz Lightyear Star Command. So, get a Warp Dark Matter reference. I have no idea what that is. All right. Noah, you already can ride on Hot Wheels cars on tracks, and it's basically like a grind rail, and it gets you out of areas quicker that you completed. So like in the basement of Andy's house, it normally takes you like 40 seconds to escape once you get the token to get back up in the living room, and there's a Hot Wheels track that takes you out from the exit to the entrance in like 8 seconds. All right, catch up. I think most of collect 5 and a living toy. Yeah. 100 different things. Yeah, you could actually do Disney as well and like do the theme park, but that would just be an amusement park as well. So sewer is tied into city/crosswalk. So if we do sewers, it would be in that. Yeah. Also, yeah, Jacob, that's a really good point. Pixar level is also just a lot. To make it like live up to everyone's expectations, I don't think we would be able to do on a community level. All right. So let's catch back up. Warp Dark Matter. Yeah, he's Buzz. Oh, he's Buzz's partner. Okay, I didn't know his name, but yes. Okay. Is it? Okay. I need to rewatch the series. I don't know where to rewatch it. Someone tell me where I can rewatch that. Is it only? Do I have to buy a DVD on eBay? As well as the movie, of course. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I think because of that, actually, I don't know if Buzz Lightyear Star Command is the best option because I haven't seen it in so long. I would love to make a Buzz Lightyear Star Command game other than the one that already exists. It would not be a remake, but probably not going to happen unless I rewatch the show. Okay. Well, I hate to disappoint everyone, but I'm actually going to also make the executive decision that Buzz Lightyear Star Command probably needs cut because I don't know enough about the show. I know a teeny bit. In the movie, I remember more than the show, but I for sure watched the entire series. I was just very young. So, it'd be a TV show or the movie, Jacob, but I don't remember enough about either. And so, unfortunately, I don't think I can actually do it well. Is there a rideable bullseye? There is not a rideable bullseye in the game at this time. There's currently no plans to add one, but I'm open to the idea of adding one, possibly. Anyways, Disney Blacklisted if you have to buy a DVD or... Yeah, I knew Disney, like, it's not on Disney Plus. It's never going to go on Disney Plus. So, yeah, I didn't think you... I don't know if it's for rent on YouTube. I would totally rent it on YouTube if I had to. Okay. Circus. That's the amusement park. Sid's house. We could have 100 ideas about Sid's house very easily. Noah, hold on to that idea for Bullseye being in that level. And when we get to that level and documenting it, we will make sure to mark that. Yes, Bullseye should be rideable. If we do that level, he should be rideable at the very least. All right, Sid's house. I don't think this really needs anything crazy here. I think this would basically be just a crazier version of Andy's house, right? Like it'd be like a house setting, but everything would just be crazy. And so, yeah. Let's catch up on chat again. Foot chains to get up surfaces. I found someone who made a full Blu-ray set of the show movie for like $30. That's a good deal. I think it's only like 45 episodes or something, isn't it? It's less than 50. There, the crosswalk, it could transition to early morning. Whoa! The lighting system would allow that too. Transition from night to day as you progress. That'd actually be really easy to do, by the way. So if there's any levels where that makes sense, and it actually adds value, then we could do that. But it needs to actually add value. Tape from the broadcast. Oh, okay. You have to get the torture scene with Woody's Cheerios on his eyes. Magnifying glass. You can see Molly's room. Molly? Is that how you spell Molly's name, or is there two L's in it? Will Buzz be able to glide? He does not right now, but I'm not against adding it, but probably not. But if it makes sense for a specific level, we can add it as a new mechanic. If we are going for crazy with Sid's house, have gravity flipping mechanics. I don't know how you would make that make sense, but it would be very fun to make. And the level could be player controlling and chasing taxi where Al is. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Gravity flipping mechanics. I don't know how that makes sense. We're going to... There we go. Anything else? 66 episodes long. Okay, so a little bit longer than I thought. Why say it like that? What did I say? Okay, it's IE even. Okay, I didn't know that. Just guy, what we're talking about. We're making a whole new level. So we had, I should have actually counted. We probably had like 30 suggestions, 25 suggestions of level ideas for a brand new level for Toy Story 2, the game. I've been remaking it. I have made a lot of progress on it. I have some collaborators who've made amazing art for the game. And we're just going to, through streams, several streams, we're going to make a level from idea generation to level layout to blockouts to action block creation, which action block is like little action segments of levels to create. So yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun to do that. All right. Magnets flip the gravity. Actually, that's not the worst idea. Or you just have magnets and like magnet boots, kind of like in Ratchet and Clank. Magnet. I should add that to them, but we get the idea. All right, I'm like way behind. Let's see, but flying. I'll say gliding. Neon purple lights in Sid's room and the ability to see other toys across using the monkey barrel. I wouldn't be against that. I don't know what the neon purple lights in Sid's room. That's just an aesthetic choice, right? Ride around on Sid's dog, maybe. That would be a specific segment. Like, that'd be a scripted segment, but that would not be the worst idea. Kind of like a PlayStation game. Really popular. You climb a train that fell off a cliff. I've never played it, but I'm very familiar with the series. Anyways, scripted segment riding Sid's dog, I guess. You'll have to excuse me as well. Daredevil comment style level. Toy graveyard in the garden. Yo, I don't even know how that would be implemented gameplay wise, but I'm not against the idea. I probably would not. I'll write it down, but I'm not married to that idea. All right. A Buzz Lightyear power pack that you could use to trade Mr. Patel Head Part 4. Oh, yeah, you're right. It could be a power up. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense, Noah. About the aesthetic of his room. Grab a trash bag or kite and glide. Okay, that also makes sense. Wings or other asset like trash bag. All right. Uncharted. Yes, you're correct, Jacob. Darts swinging. Yeah, that's like the swing bars though, so that'd be darts. That'd be a reuse mechanic if we did that. Like waffle press, like level, like actual traps. I think that idea sounds kind of fun. I was gonna write this pretty basic. All right, a couple more suggestions on this, and then we'll decide if we want to keep it or cut it. Interactive speak and spell. I don't really know how to implement that into the mechanic unless it's used for like a puzzle segment and he's like giving you hints on something, like an escape room kind of thing. Andy's house, but Christmas decorations. I have Christmas decorations in Andy's attic already, so I don't know if it makes sense. Because I added Christmas lights all in the attic to just make it a lot prettier to look at. A spike wall hallway and Zerg boss battle from the video game. Mrs. Nippet. That'd be a very fun costume to add to the game. You shoot darts from a dart gun to make paths. Oh, you have a suggestion here. I don't know if it'd be from a dart gun, but yeah, shooting darts to create a path. Okay. Everyone's laughing about that. We need it. The outfit. I mean, I feel like Sid's room would be better for an action game. Yeah, I agree. I've started adding like the game to be a little bit more action focused than the original, but I'm not at a point where I can really like do much with that. Oh, okay. So, climbable rope that moves up and down where, hold on. Fish, hook, and legs toy using climbable rope in level to help. That's a good idea. Burn things, maybe cut ropes and drop stuff. That's also not a bad idea. Oh, actually, that's a reused mechanic, though, because I actually have destructible objects in the game already, like in the crib. Destroy objects with laser to create a path. All right, we're going to move on from this one. Buzz can do karate chop. I did think about adding that to the game, but it's just another animation, and I don't have anyone to work on animations right now. Okay, so what do we think about Sid's room? Is that a green, a orange, or are we just going to cut it? Next. Dude, watch some MTV. I think I'm going to cut Garbage Zone as well. I don't know if it's the most interesting thing. The whole like thing where you like get an object and you snowboard down a trash hill is the most fun thing I thought about. But other than that, I don't really have anything special for a garbage level. So I think I'm going to cut that one. With his tiny hand. We need Sid's room. You like the Sid's house idea? Sid's house is mid. We're going to give it orange. I'm not married to the idea. As of right now, amusement park is my favorite still. Oh, that's a different orange. Look at that. All right. It's kind of like a peachy color. Garbage zone, I said I'm deleting. Now, here's the big one I think is going to be really popular. Woody's Roundup. This is different than Woody's Workshop, which was a myth/cut level from the game that wasn't actually like ever a thing. But people love the idea of it because it was like rumored for so long. This is different. This is Woody's Roundup. So somehow in the Woody's Roundup universe where it is in that like black and white TV aesthetic. there's another like suggestion for TV. It could also just be like you go between TV channels or on a TV set, something like that. You always want to play Sid's room. Yeah, you can do it on Toy Story Racer, but that's it, I think. All right. Like an Elden Ring boss. As of right now, yes, but we still have a lot more ideas to get through. Yeah, we need to pick up the pace. So we're going to copy this, paste, drag this over, rename Woody's Roundup. Okay. By the way, I haven't even looked. How many people do we have live? I have not looked at all. Is it here? Wow! 27 people. Thank y'all. Okay, so Woody's Roundup. I am actually in love with this idea. Let's write a description real quick based on the show of Woody's Roundup, where it is black and white and has the old TV filter. Yeah. Now, maybe on a movie set. Sure. All right. Anything else here? Woody has to help the critters. Yeah, that's already kind of in the Owl's penthouse level, unless they help you back in some way. I like the only reason I love the idea, Brendan, is actually because of the aesthetic. Because I love how that Kingdom Hearts 2 level affected me when I first went into it. Little 2D animals where you save them. I do like the idea of the critters are 2D cutouts. This could be like a Yoshi style game right here, where it's that TV aesthetic, but everything's like made of cardboard except for the characters who are obviously puppets. This would be an aesthetic thing, and probably too much work to actually get this successful, because I'd had to pull Kyle away from the main level and stuff. All right, would love a TNT detonator mechanic, similar to Looney Tunes. 100% agree. TNT, like Looney Tunes. I spelled tunes correctly, by the way. Still on fire and get your buns a burning. That could explain Buzz's presence. What if Woody's Roundup wasn't the show, but an imaginary episode the toys play out in Andy's room? Oh, yeah, actually, I think that's not a bad idea. I messed this up. Maybe a movie set or a okay. Snake and Boots pistol to hit targets so you can make a path. Are they going to be puppets like in the movie? I mean, if we get like an artist to actually do this, then yes. But I don't know if we'll actually get an artist for this custom level. That's the only thing I'm not totally sure would get done for this custom thing. Brendan, there's a level in Kingdom Hearts 2, someone told me, Timeless River or something like that, where you go into the Steamboat Willie world, and you're like black and white, and the characters look like the old classic Mickey Mouse characters. Enemies are 2D cutouts. Critters, I'll just say everything except main characters are 2D cutouts. Yeah, Jacob, that's exactly how I would do it. A pickaxe mechanic. I'm down with that. Oh my gosh. I don't know exactly how I would use it, but I can kind of like picture some ideas. Don't fall down the wells or mine shafts. So death pits, basically. Collectible merch. Yeah, we're really looking for... Can you get pistols like the enemies have in the Western Penthouse level? Maybe. Falling spotlights. Okay. Like that idea. Money to feed the orphans. Something to do with minecarts, like riding them or pushing them. You push minecarts in the game Gun, and you ride them in Donkey Kong. Definitely some tumbleweed and damaging cacti. I like that idea. Let's get some of these ideas out of here. Swing vines I'd be okay with, maybe. I don't know about the slow, actually. But we'll leave it for now. Oh, it'd be like a lasso, though, instead of the monkeys. What was the idea I was just about to do? Cacti. I don't know how that would be turned to a mechanic, but maybe. All right. If at one point water falls down on you, you push it down. It does end up lasso, grapple hook. Yeah. Lasso, grapple hook. That's a whole new mechanic or a whole new animation as well, but it may be worth it. Gold is currency to upgrade stuff temporarily. That'd kind of be like an unlockable though, where like you go to Potato Head or ham, either one I guess, and you what was I gonna say? Oh, it's like a money back in Spyro where they like unlock the path, collecting coins. Yeah, that's already kind of in the game though. Guys are shooting water in the air. Wait for it to stop before passing. Maybe part of the level you blow up to find a gold mine and have Pizza Plokin taking it. I like that idea. We're going to get to possible missions at another time. But, yeah. Okay, let's move on. I actually am going to leave this one like a yellow because I like it. What's between orange and green? I need a color wheel. We're going to just make it green. All right. Let's just do it. The TV that you're currently inside of. All right. Luca. Spaceship level. I'm going to cut this one. It's already in Toy Story 3. And they have a space / it's part of that whole like level that was the original level of Toy Story 2, the game, and so yeah, we're gonna cut that one. That. All right. Alrighty. Let's see. All right, I'm also going to cut fast food as well. I've been thinking about that one. I don't know about any special mechanics. You can't see it. It's just below Barbie, but we're going to cut that one as well. I don't know if a fast food restaurant is necessarily the most unique setting that allows like the most dynamic gameplay. However, we have the Barbie level and the yard sale. Now, I have no ideas for the Barbie level. Absolutely none. I'm not going to erase it, but it's not in my wheelhouse. I think the aesthetic could be really cool, but I don't know anything about the gameplay at all. Let's do yard sale. Yeah, I agree, Jacob. I think amusement park is still my favorite. I just love the aesthetic and what you could do with like missions in Woody's Roundup. Amusement park would probably be a little bit more generic on the missions. Is the only disadvantage to that. All right, lots of pink. Yes, it would be tons of pink. Get damage on wood. Yard sale could be interesting because it's in the front of Andy's house rather than the back. Yes, and but the issue is I don't know about quests that you would do in that. There would be no humans around, no stealth mechanics probably, minus like maybe one small section, but planned for like a minimal stealth system where there basically be no people around. I did not see the Barbie movie. Nothing against it. It's just not what I'm interested in. I don't watch a ton of movies these days. I think the only new movies I've seen this year are Moana 2, and like in the theater, be Moana 2 and Planet of the Apes. Is that it? I feel like I saw another kids movie, but I don't know. All right. Can the yard sale be integrated in Andy's neighborhood? I mean, maybe, but I don't know. Andy's neighborhood, the level takes place at night, or not night, but almost like dusk. All right. A yard sale, broken, unusable toys. You have to fight or fix them. I prefer fixing them. Yeah, Edric, I actually agree. I read up, so I agree with that. Related mission where you turn smaller, maybe small fry. All right. You are getting some ideas for the. Whoop. Yard sale. Okay. Mechanics. I don't know if I do swing vines on this level. I might would. We'll get rid of that. I think that still makes sense. I don't think that makes sense for this level. All right, we're talking skateboard / movable platforms. Maybe that could be used in like a small stealth section. But it would not be like core to the level at all. All right, save Wheezy. Yeah, that'd be definitely a mission for this. Or a bunch of items that have fallen out of boxes. Okay. Oh, you could upsell. You could put something that's like in the quarter section into the dollar section. Yeah, all right. I like where this is going. Yeah, pushable objects would definitely be used. Here we'll specify to climb or add sections back to the for sale. Maybe to hide a toy for sale. There we go. All right. No vines. Instead, add balloons. Where would a balloon be used in this level, though? Maybe like on the mailbox. I don't know. That's my only thing. Puzzles to get past table items. Jacob, I don't necessarily disagree, but I think you could add some interesting, like more interesting mechanics that aren't in the original game, such as the pushable objects, like being able to hide a toy that's for sale and then getting a token that way, something like that. But I'm not married to the idea by any means. Wonky, I don't know. That's a good question. It's not accidentally that go low-key amusement park and Woody's Roundup is better. Yeah, I agree. Spring attachment to jump higher and higher on platforms. Isn't there already something kind of like that, or am I thinking the hover boots? Busted dogs reverse sections. I don't know. Yard sale could be about rescuing toys that shouldn't be there. Yes, that's what the quest would be about. That's what I'm thinking. It would be like every single one of the quests would be like protecting toys from being sold one way or another. Use Buster somehow? There we go. Have Buzz hang out in the yard and wait for an Uber to Al's Toy Barn. Great suggestion. Yeah, I feel like this level is successful. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind. Thank you, man. I think this level is successful because of the idea of saving toys. I don't think the actual mechanics itself is interesting in its own. We're gonna keep this, but I'm gonna mark it yellow or orange. I mean, but I am not completely against the idea. By default, amusement park and Woody's Roundup sound like more fun, but this could be fun when you get to actual mission planning. About how to proceed further. So kind of okay. So I got progressive. Could be the wild card. Distract buyers. I'll write that. That's my alarm to do some stuff with the elves that are visiting. All right. I don't know. Edric could be the boss. I don't know. Probably some like Zerg toy that's there, baby, or I don't know. I don't have a great idea for a specific boss for this level other than that. All right. A shop for upgrades. I'm not going to add upgrades to the game, but it's not like the worst idea if you were to do that. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. We'll keep that. I'm getting rid of Barbie. Now, one thing special about that Barbie suggestion was it did say a nightmare. It was specifically Barbie Nightmare, so some kind of like horror-like area. I don't know if that fits this game, but if there's a way to work that into another level where it makes sense, then maybe. But I don't even think it fit in Sid's house level. So, next board. Alrighty. Stand this up a little bit. Don't fall. Okay, there we go. The arts level can be a labyrinth. I don't know. It could be. Like, okay, we'll actually add that. A maze of some kind. I don't know about a labyrinth, but Ken's Nightmare. All right, beach level. Actually, let's erase some things on here first. So, mine, parking lot, okay, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, we'll actually add this here. Mini games. I kind of wrote that with water gun game, but we'll just make it more generic with mini games. All right. Make sure I'm not missing any like comments that are actually good. Maybe the boss in the trunk of his car. This is not accurate at all. Maybe the boss in the back of Al's car. I don't know. Okay. Hold on. All right. Hello, Skittles. All right. Sandcastle beach pushes together / destroys. Building a castle at the beach sounds like a fun idea. Bring this over. Oh no, we're almost out of these. We'll start deleting stuff if we feel like we need to. Beach level. Daytime beach level with. I can't see on your screen, but I'm getting like pop-ups over here. All right. With underwater section. All right. one thing we talked about is building a sand castle somehow. Maybe with pushable objects. Like pushing a container of sand and shooting it to destroy it, something like that. All right, let's catch up on this real quick. If we do Alice Toy Barn, just add an extra section for Barbie's aisle. I think that's a good idea, Erdrick. I've been pronouncing your name wrong this whole time, haven't I? I'm sorry. Skittles, you'll have to remind me off the top of my head. I do not remember for sure. Was there a specific level you pitched, or was it just that you were wanting to work with me? I don't remember off the top of my head for sure. I do remember you, though. I'm climb up to a closed beach umbrella, then jump across the open ones. Okay. Ropes, bounce pads, umbrellas. All right, umbrella jumping. Umbrellas are already in level 4 as well, by the way. Beach could be fun. We definitely want an underwater section of some kind if we did this, or water wouldn't, because water doesn't kill you in other levels, so that's silly. All right, underwater segment of some kind. Someone pitch ideas for that, and we'll see if anyone has any good ideas for that. All right. It's raining. Surfboards. Okay. So, water platforms. All right. Airdrick. Okay. Sounds good. I got it. We're good. There's Toy Story Hawaii. That's a very fun. Jellyfish in the water. They're an enemy NPC to avoid being injured. I added jellyfish to my original game, my Steam game, and it was awful. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, Skittles. I do remember that. I just am not looking to bring on more staff right now, just because of production reasons, for the most part. Outside, at least design-wise stuff yet. I would consider taking on an animator, but that's probably it at this time. Giant fish tank level where Buzz is dropped into. Sewer/beach. All drains lead to the ocean. Oh. Okay. Mario-esque clams that try to eat Buzz. Mario-esque clams. What are Mario? What are those? I actually don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. I'm pulling up an image. Mario game clams. Oh. Okay, yeah, of course I know what you're talking about. Underwater clams. Okay. Treasure chest underwater. I like that. I did too. Okay. Let's see. Treasure chest underwater. Opens umbrellas. Skittles. So Kyle can rig. So he's actually a character artist. He's just been doing environmental art as of this time. He's going to be doing character stuff where he'll even rig it, but I just need an actual animator is the issue. Because I still have 5 animations that need done for Buzz, and Illia's just been so bogged down in actual work, so hasn't been able to help out, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean I won't in the future, by the way. I don't want to say I'll never bring on more help. Something I learned is that it just adds a lot of production overhead to my daily tasks. All right. I'm not loving this level. There's a couple of good ideas. Is there more sand stuff that's like interesting? What happens at the beach? What's stuff that happens at the beach? I don't want to give up on this idea yet. So there's that. We had seagulls, but I don't necessarily know exactly how that would be done. Maybe just like they come down in like a pattern and you have to avoid them, kind of like a Crash Bandicoot level. There's seagulls. There's like bouncy balls for like volleyball. There's animals like crabs and stuff. The Finding Nemo underwater mines. Ice cream truck. Yeah, we suggested that earlier with the national park. That'd be a very small section of the level, though. Okay. Surfing, we kind of have already. Volleyball game. Sandcastles. Yeah, I think we're getting kind of the same stuff. So, let's move on. I am not loving this idea. Do y'all want to cut it, or like just straight up cut it, or do we want to mark it orange? I'm not loving the idea, but I'll leave it to y'all to make a few votes. Meanwhile, let's copy this. Drag this over. This is whoops, hold on. Okay, Antique Museum. Antique Shopping Museum. That's in the top 3? Really? I do like it more than Sid's house. Like, the more I think about it, I actually don't like Sid's house idea. You don't think it fits Toy Story? That's a fair assessment. Sounds cool. Just don't know wherein Buzz finds the time to go. Yeah, James Rolfe. Unless it's timed like that short. Yeah, but he's already like in water in the original game, so I don't know if there's really much. I don't know if that's really an argument against this level necessarily, because he goes underwater in the original game a lot. Water adjacent could be reworked. Highlight beach toys. Okay, I'll add beach toys on here as well. All right. Antique Shopping Museum. I'll combine these into 2 because they be tied to either one. We can do Toy Story 4 Antique Shop or just an actual museum. Also, I'm cutting the zoo because the more I think, it's just too much animation work. We wouldn't be able to make it interesting enough. Like everything would have to be static, and so I don't think it'd be very fun because of that. Unless we just pick stuff off the marketplace, but even that would be not like an ideal situation. All right. Can we see an alternative version of Woody and gang that really end up in a toy museum? This could be an alternate level where, hey, anyway, next. If we did the museum, it could be an alternate storyline, like in Dragon Ball Z games, Sparking Zero, where in this universe, Woody did go to Japan. All right. I'm actually just cutting this. It's done. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't inspire me. The coolest thing would be going to like museum exhibits to do stuff, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a fan. All right. Sorry. All right, an actual train. This is not like the train missions, but this would be more like something like a train at scale where you're small inside of a normal sized train. We'll end up in Tokyo, even if Woody did. Yeah, there's no way he could get there. I don't know. I'm not inspired by the museum idea. Like, I think about it, there's like some parts I think would be cool. Like, you having to like go up T-Rex tail bones and spine and stuff to get like something off his head. But, I don't know. And like maybe a space section, but that's already in the, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. We'll move on. If I was making a Toy Story 4 game, I could make the antique shop interesting, but I want this to be really special. All right. Yes, it does real, but this would be different because that's like normal sized character inside of a normal sized train, basically, and this would be your small inside of a train. But is there anything interesting inside of a train, really? So this was suggested. I chose not a subway, of course, but you could have like the different rooms you'd go in, but it'd probably be too repetitive, right? Because it'd be like a small section of the train, of course. Like, it'd be a small level. All right. Someone give me a good idea for the train, or we cut it in a way where you can add it, make it larger and more diverse than just a section of the train. You could do a train station, but I don't think you could justify doing that really. And it'd be interesting. So is there anything anyone has? You could get on the top of the train. You go inside one of the like rooms, like the Harry Potter train, and you can get on like a cart that gets pushed, but that's basically it, right? Is there any other thing? You can get like maybe up in the luggage sections or go underneath the chairs and stuff, but it'd be a small level, right? Otherwise it'd be too repetitive. Japanese bullet train. Oh, it's all coming together. You get off this Japanese bullet train to get to the museum to save Woody. Subway wheel with rats and trash. Jump between tracks, sewer level, subway level. There's only one Woody, and that's why he's so valuable. I didn't know that. I just thought he was extremely rare. So, he's a prototype that never went to production. Dude, I didn't know any of this, actually. Cut the train isn't good enough for a level. Based opinion from Max. Cut it. David as well. You're being a tad hostile during typing. Are you feeling okay, Erdrick? Hey, Erdrick's fine. Erdrick's cool. No, David, I totally get it. Like, I see where you could make a train level or plane inside of like the actual like riding section of a plane level interesting a teeny bit, but it stops pretty short where it gets too repetitive. All right, cut it. Holiday level. This is a level with Halloween theme, Easter theme, Christmas theme, anything like that. This would be done way after Christmas, and so it would make sense to make this a Christmas theme solely because it's almost Christmas. And I am referencing like American holidays just because that's what I'm familiar with. So I'm sorry if you live in another country, and I just don't want to not fully capture what your culture uses for those holidays or your traditions or anything like that. Cause everyone's against the train. From a cereal box, dude, I didn't know that. Oh, it's just fan fiction. I don't know. I don't know why anyone would be mad at you, David. I've not seen you say anything rude. I haven't been paying complete attention and reading every message, but yeah. I think you're good. All right. Well, I mean, time trial levels, it's already kind of in the game with like racing RC, right? Where you have to do it in time, or like racing other things, or there are time trial mechanics in the base game. Cowboy Crunchies is in the movie, so it's implied. I will say that I actually don't care about canon at all when it comes to making the level. All I care about is making the game fun. So if there's like something I want to do because I think it sounds fun, then I'm going to do it, regardless of if it's canon or not. And that's just how based I am. Okay, we were saying holiday level. Where would this take place? Would it be one specific holiday, or would it be an amalgamation of holidays? Is anyone like have any suggestions for this? David, I actually got my degree in game design. I graduated as valedictorian. I learned a lot more in the field, though, than I learned from school. Like, wow, this is getting good now. Is everyone fighting? I'll time y'all out if y'all want to keep fighting. All right. The idea of OG devs thinking of these is so cool. Dude, here's the deal. Like, the OG devs, like, we wrote down a fraction. A lot of times when you do this stuff, you do, like, weeks of it. So, I don't know if you saw the Psychonauts 2. Let's see if I can pull this up. I want to show you this, actually. The Psychonauts 2 development trailer. Actually, pull this up. That's fine. Let's see. What's it called? Psych Odyssey. I'm not reading chat, by the way. I'm looking at this, so if y'all are saying something interesting, I'm not seeing it quite this second. Is it here? Okay, so yeah, this is what this stuff kind of looks like, where it's like giant boards of this stuff. This is like from the development of Psychonauts 2 from Double Fine. Phenomenal series. It's incredible. It's an actual masterpiece. Anyways, Christmas themed is probably the best. I think so too. You can make something really cool with Halloween as well, but I feel like Christmas has a little bit more variety to it, possibly. I think it just had to be like an outdoor Christmas setting, right? Or maybe at like the town center in Christmas time. All right. Imagine how much they wanted to do, but they were limited. Yes, exactly. You could always have bonus levels in the game that don't make sense. The actual story, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. It could also be inside Andy's house. No, I'm not doing that. Inside Andy's house at Christmas time, but I'm not reusing that. We all did. Brainstorming, never mind. Real games, the days, weeks, ideas. Yeah. What's up, Gon? Christmas theme is the best one. Let's roll with it. Christmas. Where would it take place? Inside of a city square? Outside? In a neighborhood? Somewhere unique? Inside of a mall? But specifically inside like a Santa's workshop. Oh, inside of a store at Christmas time. I don't want to copy Kingdom Hearts 3 too much. I think Christmas theme is the best choice. I just thought of it. Potentially very, very limited, if not one of a kind. Yeah, still talking about that. I don't want to redo Andy's house, though, because I want something really unique. I think we're inside of the Santa's workshop section of a mall, and you're limited to that, not the whole mall. So, okay, that's what I'm going to roll with. Very cool. Oh, this is. Did I? Oh, yeah. Let's rename it. Christmas level. All right. Mechanics. For Christmas time specific, it would obviously be zip lines, Hot Wheels tracks, swing ropes or vines with like Christmas lights, things like that. A Christmas shopping mall level, yeah, I think we'll all agree. Christmas transitioning to Halloween, it actually would be backwards. It'd be Halloween transitioning to Christmas, but could be a Christmas themed amusement park, maybe. This ain't it. Max, let's give it 5 minutes. All right. Cool. By the way, how we doing on here? By the way, oh, am I in the? Still doing good. Thank y'all for watching. By the way, I appreciate that, especially on this very static live stream screen. All right. Maybe mini games. I can see that happening. Swing vines. That's going away. That's going away. That's going away. Balloons. Probably. Maybe not. You could have interactable objects where you spin a light bulb in, like to screw it in, and all the lights come on. So we'll use our interaction system that we have. Attack loose light bulb. Okay. Only thing I can think of Xmas is surprise toy walkie-talkies. Ornaments on a tree that weigh it down so you can use it as a bridge. Oh, like on a tree limb. How would you get them on there? I would have to think of like what mechanic we'd want to use. Would you just shoot the ornament with your laser and it would shoot over there possibly? Maybe. Way down. WEIGH, yeah. All right. Chop down the malls. No, I'm not doing that. Oh my gosh. Toy Santa giving missions to Buzz. Little Nutcracker's coming after you. I like that idea. 4 toys on loan. Okay. Wonky, I have a series of developing the actual game. This specific series is going to just be live streams at the moment, where we build the level, and every time we play, we'll try and like do something else where we build a level block out. So we build the action blocks, which is like segments of a level where you perform like some actions together, and it like creates a stream of action inputs, basically. Anyway, stuff like that. A level design will be a holiday level where you could have collecting the knickknacks from Knickknack. All right, let's think of specific level mechanics. Like, what would be unique about this? Oh, destructible environment. You can shoot parts of the gingerbread house to get inside. Whoa! It would be like Crackdown 3, except it would work. Oh, I was writing down Crackdown 3. Destructible gingerbread house. I like that idea. You break down a wall so you can get inside, and there's some collectible inside, stuff like that. Well, you have to excuse me. I actually have I'm a little sick right now. Okay, Stefan. Yeah, real life. The way levels are a lot of times constructed is you create action blocks, which are segments of levels, where it's like a collection of platform challenges to create one long challenge or something. You put that into your level and you integrate it smoothly, because you know that section of the level is really fun because you iterate on that small section. So that's how a lot of levels games are made. Titanfall was made like that. I know for sure, and that's what you're like taught in university as well. But sugar cookie decorating section. Decorating objects and food. We're also going to do wrapping presents somehow. I don't know. Hey, won't worry about that. You like the destructible edit? Yeah. I'm sick right now. Drink Dr. Pepper. Listen, the doctor is trying to fix me. I don't usually drink Dr. Pepper, actually. I'm a big Mountain Dew Code Red drinker, but I've been scaling back. All right. I think we're good on that. I do like the idea of the Christmas level a lot. I think I need to put more time into thinking of like how to actually implement some of these features with the theme and the setting. All right, so we're keeping that. I am going to cut the beach level. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's actually the worst here. So yeah, we're gonna cut that. Whoop. Okay. Amusement park. Copy paste. Bring it over. Rename, and this is TV. I'm going to cut. There's like a TV set. There's some cool stuff there. One of my favorite games is Stuntman Ignition. But climbing inside of a huge Christmas tree. I'm gonna add that. Don't make me forget. No, sorry. All right. Pull a vote for democracy. Least toy level for sure. Yes, I agree. Rip beach level. I don't know if TV can be necessarily the most. It'd be a lot of change settings. That's what's interesting about it is it'd be on a TV set, and you would go between. You could tie this in with the Woody's workshop, Woody's roundup level, which I wouldn't really want to do because I want that filter. Maybe you walk into a set and it changes the filter, but that's a lot like the Etch-a-Sketch idea where it's board games or the library level where it's books, things like that. I don't know. An icing laser? Oh, you cook the cookies with your laser. Yo. I'm cutting TV. I like the idea of the Etch-a-Sketch and board game stuff more. And they're basically the same idea anyways. So there's just a different actual setting, but they're kind of the same. Etch-a-Sketch and board games. Etch-a-Sketch could be an element of this. So what we talked about here... let's catch up on chat real quick. What's next? Let's keep going. Yeah, we're going. Good one with laser. Let me add a couple of suggestions here real quick before I forget. But yes, cook food with laser. What was something else I wasn't supposed to forget? The decorating. Top is definitely crosswalk at amusement park. Yeah, you could, Stefan. Like if we had actually like spent time on this, we could spend 100 hours coming up with ideas and like getting like a solid 10 levels. So just all right, Christmas level's done. Where's my cursor? Etch-a-Sketch and board games. Okay, so this. Go from game to game, fitting into each style. This would be fantastical. So this would be an imaginary play time. So this would be not real Toy Story. It'd be as if Andy's playing with them. Okay. Real, I think that's actually not the worst idea. You could just make a Toy Story 1 game with those assets, yeah. We actually talked about a factory level, and we decided it's too similar to the first level of the airport where there's like conveyor belts and things that stomp down and things like that. So, yeah, we just decided it was a bit too similar, and so we didn't want to do that. Mousetrap. Okay. Games to go between. Let's go. Mousetrap. Battleship maybe, but it would. I don't know. I don't know exactly what that would look like yet, but they play it, and so I'm gonna add it. Battleship. ETCH. Etch a Sketch. Chess. Monopoly. I don't know. Hungry Hippos. I can see being fun to do. Not all these will get in. These are just layouts, suggestions. Uno, dude. Actually, I have. I don't like Uno. My wife loves it, and I it's fun to play with her. But we have like 15, 16 different versions of Uno, like from like the big board game sets that have all these different crazy rules and stuff. Anyways, poker, I'm not really a fan of. A little bit too serious and not as fun. Candyland, again another James Rolfe reference, but board James, I did a Toy Story when the toy soldiers parachute and are hidden in the garden plant. TT Games and Surgery. Dungeons and Dragons. That could be fun. A little bit too serious. I don't think Andy would ever play it, but I'll write it down. It may be fun enough to just ignore why it's being done. Again, Jenga. That wouldn't be in a board game. That would actually be like an interactable thing that you do. I don't know what Tiddlywinks is. I've never heard of it. Jumanji. I like the idea. I don't know if I'd implement it. I want to have as few sources of copyright as possible, so I'm sticking to like, Parker Brothers and Pixar / Activision, if they still own part of the license. I think they own part of it / Disney. So yeah, Operation. Oh, there's a version where it's actually Buzz Lightyear. That's cool. Zathura. Beyblade. Oh, man. I was a big Beyblade kid. All right. So we got some suggestions, ideas. This would be where, this one could go crazy. Because what we're doing basically is you're going to each world with a different aesthetic. This is probably too hard. Let's be for real. But you go into each world, and they all have a slightly different aesthetic because you're like in the game. Because we did this first by thinking of Etch a Sketch, and there's like a 2D platform level with like little lines, and it's like a 2D platform basically. Nothing too crazy. That'd be a small segment of a level. Etch a Sketch is already like what the level selection screen looks like as well. We haven't remade that yet, but it'll be fun to do. But so we got the idea. Mickey is not open source. Steamboat Willie is. There's a big distinction between that. So yeah, do not use Mickey Mouse. That would actually end terribly for your game or whatever you're using. And it's actually like I think next year, 2025 or 2026, another version of Mickey is going open source, but it's still that specific version of Mickey. So yeah. All right, let's focus on this, make some progress. So what would be some mechanics based on these games? Trap, it'd be pushable objects, of course, like getting like things set up. It'd be interaction system with lasers and spin attacks. A lot of interaction. This would be a big interaction system. Shooting and laser. No, that's shooting and spin attack. Shooting and spin attack. 2D platformer section. I could do that. All right. One specific design of Mickey is in public domain. Mickey Mouse as a whole is not. Yes, Eric, that's completely correct. I think it's only Steamboat Willie as of this moment. And then the first version of actual Mickey Mouse is 25 or 2026. I don't remember exactly. We'll break off this for a second. By the way, the biggest L take in Hollywood is the fact that they take these cartoon characters that are made for kids and they make horror movies out of it. I think that's super mega cringe. I think they should stop doing that. Making Winnie the Pooh a serial killer and now doing it with Steamboat Willie. It's really cringe. All right. Yeah, Night of the Living Dead is public domain. I did know that. A lot of movies are. It's just actual characters. Disney's been able to extend some of the rules. All right, puzzle solving. Yes, I totally agree with that. I don't swing vines. Let's go through this list first. Would balloons be in any of these? Candyland maybe. All right, that would not be on there. I could see that being on something. Bumper cars, no, of course. No to this. Okay, swing vines. Maybe Mousetrap or Hungry Hippos or Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if we'll do Dungeons and Dragons. That'd probably be too crazy. But it would be cool to enter a level that like actually looks realistic. But anyways, I could actually use just Unreal Engine assets for that and make it an asset flip, and it would actually be appropriate for the level. All right. So you were saying puzzle solving, yes. Although we never figured out what exactly kind of puzzle solving that involves, but yes, it would have some puzzle solving, I think. Everyone's on my side. People who make cartoon characters and turn it into horror is cringe, 100%. What is this level? This seems funky. It would be a board game level, as in you go from board game to board game and you're in that style and you do stuff specific to that board game. They'd all be small, contained sections of a level. So it'd be like a group of levels. It'd be a lot easier to develop on that side, but it'd be harder because you have so many different styles that you're trying to accommodate. And probably like it'd be cool, but it could be kind of hard to pull off on a technical side. But still, worth checking out. I really like the idea of this. I think we're gonna come back to this one though. This is a green for me though, 100%. All right. Last one, school library. We kind of talk about this being the same thing where you can go inside the books. I didn't really like the idea. A school library. Do I like that idea or not? Is there anything super interesting in the library? You could have a book fair going on. That would help. Oh, you aren't playing the actual board games thing? No, yeah, it's just theme. Or you go inside them and you're like in, like that's the world you're in. And you do stuff like Toy Story wise at scale of Toy Story inside that world. So if you go inside a battleship game, you're like Buzz Lightyear size on a battleship possibly or something like that. In a small section of the battleship. It'd be like very contained things. But yeah, you wouldn't actually be playing the board games. I mean, I could add that, but it'd be boring. Like you might as well just play board game simulator thing on Steam. Bookworm from TS. Oh yeah, Bookworm. The guy who brings the instruction manual for Buzz. Yeah, in a library. Anything super interesting here is just getting cut. So you could have a book fair to kind of make it a little bit more interesting. That's like a small store, but you still have the library itself. What is in a library? All right, hold on. What's in a library? There's books. If you have a book fair, there's tables. There's shelves with books lined up on them that are a little bit more unique. There's the actual bookshelves. There's the computer desk area. Maybe some computers for research and stuff like that. Oh, Jacob, got you. I don't know if I could pull that off though. Or I don't know if I could make that fun. You have to draw things with the Etch-a-Sketch to solve puzzles, or it's all done like an Etch-a-Sketch style. And so, Jacob, yeah, the Etch-a-Sketch style is what inspired this. So you're inside of an Etch-a-Sketch 2D platformer section, where like the background is like looks like it's been drawn with Etch a Sketch and stuff like that. I could make that really cool, but I didn't know if a 2D platformer level. I didn't want to do a 2D platformer level for the whole game. Sorry, for the whole level. And so I kind of then decided maybe we could turn this into a board game / toy, like built in a toy situation where you're going from toy to game, stuff like that. Halo Toy Story. By the way, if y'all didn't play this, so Halo before Halo 4 came out, there was a prototype for a Mega Bloks Halo game, and it is a really cool idea. It's it's the idea I love most of any canceled game I've ever heard of. It had like a Ratchet and Clank and Lego game, like gameplay style, and it was really cool. And so it's really disappointing that it got canceled. You can find it on, like, it just got put online. The prototype did. You can play it. There's some bugs with it, stuff, but it is really cool. Hold on. All right. So, let's see. I'm missing stuff. A copy of recording of this very stream. That'd be so based. Candyland was on the list. Aaron. Oh wait, you responded to someone else. Halloween Wizard or Witch Cauldron. Kind of similar to a board game idea. You could enter a pop-up book. Oh yeah, we did say pop-up books, but again, yeah. I don't know. Do they still have record player? I have a record player right here beside me. Yeah. I have, let's see. A lot of records. Oh, let's show off my collection. There's Encanto, the Mario movie, Frozen. We have a lot of Disney ones in here. Michael Jackson, that's my wife, so I don't really care about him. Ultimate hits of Disney songs, another Disney compilation thing, and Rammstein, which is like this German metal band. So I would love to get more, but they're so expensive. I did just give some vinyl records to a friend of mine as well. I gave him the Animaniacs soundtrack and the Muppets Christmas movie, the Muppets Christmas Carol movie. All right. They recreate. Oh yeah, the Toy Story in Forge mode is super cool. That was done so well. That was crazy. Brendan, the Halo Mega Bloks game. Dude, I'm about to drop a video for y'all to watch. Let's see. Bring this over. No, that is not what I wanted. Rocket, Sloth, canceled game. Canceled Halo game? Where's the video at? There it is. Okay. This video right here. So what happened to the unreleased Halo Mega Bloks game from Rocket Sloth is really good. And oh man, it basically talks about, we're going to skim through this, but it basically like talks about the development of this game and stuff. And you can find, this was released like 2 years ago, but 3 years ago, something like that. But you can now actually get the executable of one of the prototypes online. Pretty cool game. It's really cool. All right. Yeah, I say we say no to the school library. All right, so that leaves us a list. We're getting off track, so let's get back on task. Okay, so which of these do we all like most? Drop them in the chat. It sounds like amusement park is probably the top one that everyone loves, but everyone drop your top 3 favorite in the chat right now, and I'll kind of quickly analyze which ones are popular. The Toy Story franchise does exist within the universe of Toy Story. Tier list. If I had to pick, I would probably go something like this, this, those three, and then probably like that. I'd probably do there. That's what I'd probably rate them if it was me. All right. Is there a vote section? Oh, I can do a vote, can I? How do I do a vote? I've never set this up. Start a poll. But I'll also just read chat real quick. Woody's Roundup, Amusement Park, Etch a Sketch, Amusement Park, Woody's Roundup, Crosswalk, Christmas, Crosswalk, Board Games, Yard Sale, Crosswalk, Amusement Park, Woody's Roundup, Board Game, Amusement Park, Crosswalk, Christmas. No way, Christmas. You don't like it? Amusement Park is very popular. Favorite level? Dude, I don't. How do I do this? Oh, okay. All right. From what I saw, I don't know about Sid's level, man. I think it's actually like doesn't have the most like valid ideas on it existing right now. Board games. We'll do Christmas. And I think Crosswalk was more popular than Woody's Roundup, unfortunately for me. Start poll! This is only going to give us like a little bit because we only have there's 4 options. All right, let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Miss a poll. Woody's Roundup and Crosswalk should be top. There is a Sid's level in the kart racing game, but yeah, that's it. Can I see Christmas? I missed it. Hope the penguin is a big part of it. That's a good suggestion. The Christmas level is basically at a mall inside of the Santa's Workshop section, and you're doing things like, you'll have like a toy Santa that gives you missions. There's enemies are like nutcrackers. There's a big interaction system of like you spinning bulbs to like plug them in to get everything working. Getting stuff on top of a tree limb, like ornaments, to weigh it down so you can cross it like a bridge. Swing vines, destructible gingerbread house. So like you shoot a gingerbread house and it like breaks apart and you can go inside. Decorating food and objects or cooking food with your laser. Wrapping presents somehow. So yeah, stuff like that. We did so the Pizza Planet and gas. So Pizza Planet we're not doing. For sure. Gas station was inside the crosswalk, and I think that is being bypassed as well. There's a Buzz Toys doing solves and Finding Nemo. There is. No Woody's Roundup. Oh, man. Listen, I actually really like that level. I had it right here. It was green for me. But a lot of people said crosswalk more than that, I think. Yeah, amusement park kind of took it. Yeah, the Christmas one does have a lot of cool ideas. I think the issue is we have one level to make, and so which one would be the most fun, and we're not going to make everyone happy with that decision. But if we did this again, we would have more options to pick from again, and, I don't know if we will do it again, but yeah. Let's see. So now there's only 12 votes, to be fair. So we do need a couple more votes. But amusement park has half of them. That's 6 people. But amusement park, board games, which is a really cool idea. Just a lot of work. Christmas and crosswalk. I think Christmas is probably my favorite. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one more poll. And we're going to cut board games and Christmas out, and we're going to add Woody's Roundup. Does that sound good, everyone? we'll only have 3 options. Oh, crosswalk got bumped up a little bit. Let's see. How do I incorporate the penguin? You need like 50 people to vote to get. You got tons of views. Yeah. I think right now though I don't have like a ton of people online, do I? It's like 20 people watching. Is that right? I have 28. So yeah, we do need more people to vote. But yeah, I will probably be aggregating this down and adding Woody's Roundup to the list so people can choose between that. Amusement park is going down though. That's interesting. David, the issue with the factory levels, we decided it was too similar to airport level where there's conveyor belts, things that like press down, that can like smash you and other elements like that. We couldn't find value in it compared to what already exists. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, and all my audience is like dads, like 30-year-old dads, and so how about this? Y'all pick. I'm gonna do one more vote. We're going to take out board games. We're going to do one more vote, and then I'll put it on my community tab, and we can move forward with that at that point. So what we're going to do is we're going to end poll. We're going to do amusement park, Christmas, crosswalk, and Woody's Roundup. Actually, I don't know. Hold on. All right, here. We're going to do one more poll, and then we will move on and give it out to the bigger audience. All right, so favorite level, and these will be, again, amusement park, Christmas, I think that's a fine suggestion. I'll get rid of that. Woody's Roundup, Christmas, crosswalk. And I am not going to do Sid's house and yard sale. I think those are actually probably, yeah. So we're doing Woody's Roundup, Christmas, or crosswalk on this one, just to see what happens. Board games lost pretty severely, so I don't think we go with that one. Boom, vote. Woody's Roundup. Oh, that's super interesting. Is it going to be like even? Okay. We'll give us a minute while we kind of do an outro on this stream a little bit. This is like pretty even, actually. So, okay, so it sounds like the options are Christmas, amusement park, Woody's Roundup, and crosswalk. Whoop. Because looking at this list, board games did not make the cut. They had a pretty low rating last time. All right. Hello. Yeah, we're actually trying to decide what custom level we want to make. We went through for the last 3 hours and listed about 30 level ideas and went through and like wrote out some like base mechanics that we would have in each level. See what we want to remake. The next stream that we do of this, we're actually going to start creating some level layouts and maybe some action blocks to decide to once we actually pick a level. Crosswalk is picking up. That's crazy to me. That is insane to me. What? But yeah, anyways, that's what's kind of going on. These are all good suggestions. Yeah. Yeah. I wish this was one of those streams where I had like my 90, 100 viewers, and that would make this a lot better data to work with too, to be fair. But yeah, most of my viewers are asleep by this point. Woody or amusement still my favorite. Of those, it's Christmas, Woody, and amusement. Like Crosswalk is not the one I love. All right. Oh man, I missed all that. It was a good stream. I need to make sure that the replay is up. Like will like show chat. Hopefully it does on the replay. From Roundup to Crosswalk. All right. Well, if you have anybody else just kind of hanging out, make sure you cast a vote real quick on which of these levels would be the most that you would like to see most get remade. All right. David, you out? All right. Sounds good, David. See ya. We're actually going to be wrapping up here in a few minutes anyway. So, yeah, you take care. All right. Could always do a Discord poll if needed. Yeah. I'm going to get the options that we decide to go with. I may do 3 or 4. We'll see. Crosswalk. I was hoping it didn't get picked, but that's okay. But basically, we're going to do Christmas level, amusement park, Woody's Roundup, and Crosswalk/City. We're going to put it in a poll on the community tab, which more people should see. It should get a lot of votes at that point, at least. Probably like 50, 60. And we'll kind of, at the minimum. It could have hundreds, but we'll see. Like several hundred. And we'll kind of decide from there. And then we'll decide on our next stream, because this is made by whoever is watching the streams at the end of the day. Is like cool because it's Toy Story 2, but not nearly as interesting of a level. I agree, Jacob. I think Crosswalk could be fun. It just sounds a bit generic, is all, in my opinion. There are a lot of amusement park levels in games, but there's a lot more variety between them than a city block. At the end of the day, go with your gut. You're the developer. I have said that I will make executive decisions on this if needed, but I don't want to overrule if the vote is like everyone wants to do Crosswalk. Yeah, we can make a Crosswalk level fun. That's not my concern. I just was looking for something a little bit more fun to do. Woody's Roundup. That is basically the story would be Andy is playing with the toys in the Toy Story Roundup, like gameplay loop kind of deal. So you're playing as Buzz inside of like this black and white TV filter. In fact, everything's like 2D cardboard cutouts, and you're like doing a level inside of that environment. Which that one was actually mostly an aesthetic choice. With the gameplay mechanics weren't the most interesting, but you could make it interesting still. Well, Crosswalk isn't just a crosswalk. So we said Crosswalk City, but it's also like the Dinoco gas station, possibly a parking lot, maybe some slight sewers, but wouldn't be anything too crazy. But yeah, there is actually a lot to that. You earned a subscription. Yeah, thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate that. You don't like Crosswalk, cut that out. Do what you feel passionate about. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Again, like this was very much like a pre-production session, like condensed, obviously, like what I showed y'all earlier, a condensed version of pre-production. But next we'll be doing a little bit more pre-production where we kind of test out like some level mechanics of what we would want a level to look at based on the level that's chosen. All right. I think we got our votes here. So, yeah, board games is out. It lost pretty heavily compared to all of these. And so, yeah, Christmas I think was actually lower than the Crosswalk. So the exact order is probably something like this, this, and that. That's probably the exact order of like all the votes. So thank you so much, Noah. I appreciate that. John, I actually cut our is that draw Meadow? Draw me a dream. That was in the last. We did 2 votes, and Amusement Park took it by a lot, and so we did a vote without it to see what else would get nominated if that wasn't an option. That's why. The park would be a good level when it comes to gaming concepts. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and there are a lot of amusement parks and games, but there's a lot of variety between them. Compared to like a crosswalk or city block kind of thing in this kind of the game. Yeah, no, those are cut. Sorry. Yeah, that's those are definitely the weakest. The yard sale is cool, and like some mission mechanics or mission quests you could do where you like have to hide toys from being stolen or like get them out of there, but the actual mechanics was not interesting enough, I don't think. So it's only the quests were interesting, so not really worth keeping. Sid's house, yeah, it was just inside of a house, and didn't really get a lot of inspiration from anybody. You can't have a music, yeah. So definitely, the Dinoco Park gas station. The Dinoco gas station would be in the crosswalk level if we did that. So we'll see. Yeah, yard sale did have some cool ideas, but it wasn't enough. Like you compare it to amusement park, Christmas level, and Woody's Roundup, and it's definitely a lower tier. So that's why. If we were doing multiple levels, then it would probably make the cut. Because you would want different types of levels. You want some chill levels, you want some crazy levels, stuff like that. All right, cool. With that being said, I think we're gonna wrap this up. We'll do a community tab. We'll put a vote for these 4 levels. We'll see what comes back, and we'll see on our next live stream which one we're actually picking. We'll start actually doing some level layouts on like pen and paper. I say pen and paper, relatively pen and paper, and seeing what works. If we come up some actual level ideas and quest ideas, we'll see. Cool. If we get to the next stream and we find that we can't actually make a level, we'll go to one of the backups. So if we are doing the Christmas level, I doubt that'll win. But if we do the Christmas level and we find out that we can't actually come up with a good level, like once we actually break down into it, then we'll switch paths to a different level type. We'll see. Cool. All right. Any last words, anybody? Any suggestions, anything like that? Gas station frustration on Woody's Redemption. Max, it was fun to have you here. Awesome. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. Again, this was really fun to do. So thank y'all. Anyways, hype in the chat. Have a good night, y'all. Y'all take care. Or as I say in videos, y'all take care now. Bye.